Amazing, astounding, sensational, remarkable.
What is going on, all you dumpster divers? Welcome back to the ill-timed and unscheduled movie garbage podcast. I am, as always, Edward Bobbinjack, Mr. Ed, or Father Bohawk, as I go on Twitch. You can listen to me there. Quick plug. And with me is the should-be a professional voice actor, Mr. Matthew Lewis.
I am the rocks on the eternal shore. Crash against me and be broken. A wonderful quote from Apocalypse from the first early episodes of X-Men, the animated series.
Okay, I was like, that sounds like something Apocalypse would say, but
Oh, yeah.
this one didn't say that.
This one didn't say nearly enough cool stuff.
This one had normal voice
Oh, yeah.
sometimes, and then Legion voice the other time.
Speaking of which, we didn't even see what the hell movie we're doing.
Oh yeah, I guess we're doing X-Men Apocalypse.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Hey,
The
oh,
X-Men
boy.
movies, which
Also,
are...
this is the second time that you've chosen a movie with Apocalypse in it. Resident
Oh,
Evil
shit,
2
yeah.
Apocalypse.
Well, this is a much better one, I think.
Uh,
Well, I mean, dude, Resident Evil 2 is one of the worst movies
that was
we've done,
bad,
so...
but this one's up there.
Okay, well, yeah, this was my pick, so I guess I'll pitch Ed some questions. Ed, how familiar are you with the X-Men outside of the movies?
I watched Evolutions back in the day,
Oh, yeah? One of my favorite series.
and I looked up vaguely about certain characters, and that's about it.
What about the
Comic-wise-
dang, you didn't read that one, the new X-Men series from the 2004, the one that I had, like, a whole bunch, our friend Dwayne and people read, the one comic series.
Exiles? Exiles?
Not Exiles as well, that's another X-Men offshoot, but, no, the team with, like, where Elixir and Surge...
I did
and all
read
the
parts
people
of that
came from.
one.
Yeah. That was a really good run.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we did have a Marvel tabletop game where you
Yes.
played Elixir, who's another fun character.
Yep. And then also don't forget the Boom Boom and Iceman Detective Agency.
Hell yeah. Boom Boom, another character who was amazing in fucking X-Men Evolution. I'm glad it shows on Disney Plus finally.
It's also somewhere over in my
Evolution?
media there. No, the X-Men 2 game.
Oh, wow.
Let's see, where is it? No, I own it. Because I used to. You gave it to me.
I see some X-Men
X-Men
game over
Legends
there.
2.
Oh, Legends. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that's where the Marvel Alliance Ultimate Alliance eventually spinned off from, which was a very fun game series. I played the third one on the Switch, and it's really still fun, but incredibly difficult.
I never played any of the newer ones, but that one I played a bunch back in the day.
You didn't play anything like X-Men versus Street Fighter or the Marvel vs. Capcom? Oh, yeah, their fighting games aren't Ed's thing. Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah, you never watched TAS? The original 90s X-Men series.
Nope, I did not. I don't know. What did it air on?
It was on, like, Fox, definitely, because Fox owned the X-Men from, like, the entirety of the 90s. Yeah.
I never watched it. I never saw it. I watched a lot of WB, but we didn't really watch Fox.
I don't think I'd never watched that show, like, dedicatedly. I, like, caught random bits of it, but I was never interested in, like, actually watching it ever.
Going back, I mean, honestly, looking back at it, I don't know how into it I would be.
Probably not. Well, it's coming back because Disney Plus, because nostalgia, but I love Evolution. I want to rewatch it on Disney Plus. Probably I'm going to force Ben to watch it for Action Toon Bros, probably. But then Wolverine and the X-Men was a series from, I believe, at the early teens that was on Cartoon Network.
I don't... if I caught it, it was like pieces here and there.
Okay.
But Evolutions was the big one I used to watch.
That's like my go-to metric for all X-Men stuff, pretty much.
Kind of the same. Honestly, I feel like it did a good job of giving them a good look, and it gave, I think, equal time to the villains as well.
Oh yeah, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, like
Toad and the Blob were awesome.
Blob was wonderful. Juggernaut was really fun, and also like a character who like doesn't have anything to do in like the comics or like any X-Men lore whatsoever. Avalanche.
Which one's he?
He was the guy with the long like punk '90s kid hair. He was like one of the most powerful members of the Brotherhood.
What did he get?
He was a taller one. He like made like vibrations and always. He was like always flirting with Kitty Pryde.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah, he was like prominent in the show, but he was like never ever important. But also like in my head, Kurt from X-Men Evolution is like my go-to in my head. Like that's why I imagine Kurt and everything, and Scott and Jean and everybody else.
Those were really good characters too.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I fell in love with Toad.
Oh yeah,
and didn't that show like inspire some of the movie Toad?
Absolutely.
And I know the movie Toad actually inspired a lot of his powers going forward.
Yeah, because he was pretty much just like a weird hopping around guy. He like barely had the tongue.
Yeah, like
and the spin
oh my
and
god, I've
everything.
seen when I first saw his original comic look, and he's like this big hunchback.
Yeah,
he looks like Quasimodo. Literally does.
Yeah, exactly. Well, speaking of the movies, now for the other major question. The X-Men, the Fox series, obviously the Fox universe, universe of Marvel movies. How familiar are you with those?
I have seen everything up to this one. I did not watch Dark Phoenix or New Mutants.
Okay.
But those are the
Deadpool?
only... That counts? Of
Of
course I've seen Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool's
one and
awesome.
2?
1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah. That's technically because like he does meet the Fox X-Men like at one point, kind of.
Kind of.
But yeah,
that's weird.
I love those movies. This one was very weird when you put it against the other ones because like the what was it, the original series and then like the quote unquote prequel series, which started with First Class and then Days of Future Past,
Which rewrote everything.
Yeah, and then eventually this Apocalypse, and then Dark Phoenix is that timeline, and then New Mutants is that timeline of stuff. But I really, really loved the first one, even though going back and watching it, it's very weird and nonsensical and
It
very
is,
like
but
small scale compared to other stuff.
Honestly, I think the small scale works, and it felt better. It felt like Magneto's powers got an interesting twist, and also he was a little more human and like not. I feel like ever since then he is literally god tier power like in everything.
Absolutely.
Even in X3 when he literally lifts an entire bridge.
Yeah.
In this movie, spoiler alert, he murders millions.
Possibly billions, because like it's insane. Well, because I always think about like tiers of mutant powers in terms of like the tiers and everything. You know, like Omega level mutant, that like term. Are you familiar with that like term for like?
They're basically people who are like
incredibly powerful mutant. Like it's like almost like omnipotent or like incredibly like.
I thought isn't it too? It's not just omnipotence or like whatever, but
it's like control of and like like.
And also, isn't it like how deep their powers can go and continuously grow? Because like someone who has like a surface level power can be strong.
Yeah, the famous example is when Emma Frost took over Bobby Drake Iceman's body and like realized that he could be an Omega level mutant because what is like quote unquote ice or quote unquote cold? That's literally stopping friction in anything. And so she can like literally destroy or stop any like friction or any matter from like moving, and it's like she becomes an Omega level mutant from that.
That's
and
interesting.
then also,
I knew he was, but I didn't know that.
But then Magneto, who's like, he can like lift metal objects. Eventually, it's like he can literally tap into the like electromagnetic sphere of the entire planet and affect everything he does in this movie.
He does
technically, but like he can like tap into that and like control gravity. Like pretty much on anything.
Yeah.
And like it's like their high concept mutants like that are always really fun.
The vast majority of them seem like they're just like psychics, like Jean Grey and Xavier.
That's like the most
and Emma Frost.
That's like prevalent power, probably. Yeah.
Though that's actually one thing I loved about Elixir is he's actually an Omega level mutant.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because
he was
literally controls.
The
internals of some body. He can create. Literally, I know he could put an X tumor in someone's brain to keep them from running away.
Absolutely, yeah. He was just like a really, really powerful mutant. They just like had the seemingly first like surface level. He was a student who had like, I can heal people. Someone has like a cut. I can.
And he's got a gold skin. Cool. And then you find out. No, he can literally like cause someone to like boil them. Their skin suddenly bubbles and boils alive.
Yeah, like completely genetically like manipulate anybody from like a molecular level.
Even the dude who kills everything he touches.
Yeah,
he literally.
Wither,
I think he turn him to dust.
He does he destroys Wither. Yeah, it's just like he's like it's fun just looking at the scope of mutant powers, but that also gets the whole like. I was watching Deadpool 2 and he made the joke about like, hey guys, X-Men here, X-Men trainee, an outdated metaphor for racism in the '60s. Just like. But like, that's originally what they were for, because like they were just a huge. They were during that time when like people like I don't know if Jack Kirby or Stan Lee worked on it specifically. I can't remember the name of the specific the main writers for them, but they were like a metaphor for like prejudice and stuff like that. And that's like to this day still a huge major plot point in the comics.
Wait. You're telling me that there has always been politics in comics?
In X-Men? Keep those politics out of my X-Men. I just want them to be persecuted by religious groups.
Also, by the way, you were the one who brought up politics this time. Are we with the offshoot into your political podcast?
Yeah, my political podcast. Did you know that there's literally, every single villain is like literally a like right-wing politician? There's literally a group called The Right. That's one of the X-Men villains. That's just like a group of like crazy racists. Like super overly bad like fundamentalist religious people. And like they have a whole bunch of really, really fun fun. But like mature, serious, like really high concept antagonists like that, and seeing that place in stuff like in the comics Marvel universe, like how people are okay with like Captain America or Iron Man and Spider-Man, but then they see a mutant and they're like, oh, ew, disgusting, oh, how dare you. It's when it actually gets like actually into the nitty-gritty of like how they're treated like they are, it's always very, very fascinating.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it, the first movies, that senator who was so anti-mutant, like. That's not an allegory for anybody.
That's still going on today, yeah.
Yeah, they want rights? What? You want to be treated as an equal citizen?
Yeah, there's also that like.
You want to stop being persecuted?
I know. How dare you?
How dare you?
There's that
They're
famous
stick the
panel
police on you.
of, I believe it is Robert Kelly just pointing to like I think it's Nightcrawler and saying, "Does that look human to you?" Just like in the middle of his thing, it's just like that's how like ridiculously awful these people are. And it's a really great
Which is
metaphor
it's
for
funny
how awful things
because
are.
you know there is
been.
it's funny because there actually is a mutant in our current day Senate. He goes by the name Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, that weird.
But he is like a turtle.
Man. Yeah,
Yes,
turtle man.
I'm Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, but definitely with the brotherhood of evil mutants. That guy is.
I'm a turtle.
Well, eventually Ed will start his political podcast. He got me going already, and I'm the freaking co-host. But yeah, I love the X-Men. Would it be too early? I guess it's not too early. Who's your top 3 of everything you know, even tertiarily from like the 1 or 2 Exiles or New Mutants comics you've read, and also the movies and the little bit of Evolution, which I just love how prevalent they are. I mean, we'll get to their like place in the Marvel stuff for them eventually, but like top like 3 people you love.
Ironically, I kind of want to pull from like almost every source. Number 1 has always been Toad for me. I always loved Toad. Like him in the Evolutions is kind of where it really came from, and then the movie
That was the funnest that character's ever been, I think.
Yeah, I thought the version. Ironically, I do know that the guy who played Toad in the first one.
Yeah, Maul.
That was Darth Maul.
Now a very bad dude, but still.
Is he? What did he do?
Well, I don't want to get too specific, but he's.
Did he
not great stuff?
Was he supporting the Great Lie and Attack on Our Democracy?
No, well, bad stuff. a snap like video of him doing bad stuff, and just him like literally when like the Maul, he plays Darth Maul, like the Maul stuff was like resurfacing and the character was coming back or whatever, like. Some like bad videos of him doing bad stuff came out. I don't want to get too specific into it, but
let's tell me off.
It's pretty awful, but
off camera.
But Toad in the movies was a very cool character.
Yes, and because it was played by someone who
really is acrobatic.
Yes, very acrobatic.
He's like a super acrobat. Well, I mean, everything he did as Darth Maul is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, Toad's always been a favorite. I like Elixir, just the more I learned about him. And I like the idea of a character like that, you know.
I gotta reread that whole run. It was New X-Men 2004 to 2008, which I don't want to like jump on your tangent, but like, I was just like thinking about back about X-Men stuff, and I was just like, I think that run was probably my favorite X-Men thing I've ever read or watched or played. And I realized, it's because that group was about a group of teenagers just discovering their powers, and I was literally fucking 14 to 18 during that window. But like, that's like, I love that whole group, and I love that whole series.
I think that's more exciting than sometimes.
That's when any comic series is gonna really like tap into you, is when you're like a kid and it's following
also too,
kids,
like
and it's just a fun
watching
time.
people grow sometimes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like it's fun to watch like Omega level mutants and
Yeah,
Magneto and
battle,
Xavier
whatever,
and
but,
Jean and all that. But sometimes like that's the thing why I think Evolutions was so good is you watch these characters grow.
That's when we were kids, and they were that was like the main gimmick of Evolution, which you didn't even talk about, was they scaled everyone back to being in high school. Except for like Storm and Wolverine, everyone was aged down to high school level, which has never been the case in like years for X-Men. Which is why that was really popular series.
Good.
Yeah.
The last one is a very specific case. It is Morph from the Exiles. I always remember him, and he was always a fun character to me. Like, because that comic got very dark at times, very rough.
Like, it was a literal multiverse. Like, just thinking about it now, it's like, oh wait, that was literally like multiverse of madness. Literally, they were hopping multiple universes that were like adjacent, going to like slightly different ones, and that was the whole concept of it.
The little concept was it was multiverse space cops.
Yeah, and it was good. It was amazing because of that.
Actually, no, it's more like what if what if happened like literally every comic strip.
Yeah, like that literally they went to some like actual written separate comic what ifs like universes. Like specifically those. Remember the one with Iron Man being like becoming like evil Dr. Doomish?
Yeah,
that was an amazing run. Like the whole.
That's the one where Black Bolt and he was like hiding.
Yeah,
that's where I first learned about him. Actually,
yeah, that was Black Bolt. Freaking Anson Mount, great in that movie, great in that terrible TV show.
That was the one too because that was that like dark version of the Exiles group. Didn't they go to that one with Iron Man?
I think they like popped up and he was just like, "Who are you guys? You guys are here to try to stop me?" And they're like, "No, we're just here to like help you or whatever." Because the good Exiles are about to come into this universe in a little bit and we're gonna fuck them up. And it was just like,
see, I thought that was one of their missions was to go to that one.
I gotta reread that. I think I have that comic actually in my house
because it was one of those like
stolen from the library from 10 years ago.
I might have it.
It was like 15 years ago.
Because I know I've stolen some of the ones that you stole. So
we're bad kids.
No one will catch us.
Yeah,
there's no evidence to implicate us.
Yeah, it's not. I didn't just say it was in my house.
You didn't say where your house is.
Yeah, you'll never figure it out.
Exactly.
But yeah, like Exiles was so goddamn. But more specifically, I didn't know because we've been together talking about how we didn't watch X-Men TAS. Morph was from, like, I think maybe from TAS.
Huh.
Yeah. Like, originally from that, I believe. I'm not sure, but it was just like, yeah. That a really fun character that was, like, really, once again, like, near omnipotent powers of just, like, could turn into anything, and it was really fun. He was a really funny character, too. It was like Deadpool.
It was a great, too, because he served as the group's comic relief, and you saw how necessary that was at times.
Yeah, because everyone got real dour and real serious in that, like, over the course of that comic, because it got real, like, depressing. People would just die randomly and stuff, but he was, like, always very light and chipper, and everyone's just like, oh, Morph.
And the worst part of it was, it wasn't even sometimes that when they died, it was that they got too injured.
Yeah,
and they got left
like,
behind,
grievously messed up. Yeah,
and like I remember the whole concept for those who haven't heard of it is that all these characters were pulled from their own dimensions.
Mutants specifically, they were on the mutant side, which
and
I never really thought about. But yeah,
they had something happen in their universe that was like tragic. They died, or like were comatose, or like they caused like a cataclysm. Something that was ruined it, so they were pulled from their universe, and they had to go around and fix other universes.
Yep.
Like they were told, you have to do this or whatever. It was like it was pretty vague sometimes.
Yeah,
they're just like
yeah.
find the one or something.
Yeah, it was like,
or save her
clear.
or save him or something like that. And they'd have to go around, but if they die, if they were to lose, or get too injured to continue on or die in that, they would go back to the universe and that terrible thing would happen.
Yeah, that was always like the looming thread of that like whole thing. God, that was a good ass comic series.
It was really good. Then there's another bad one where they just like went through like members like 3 at a time. They just literally were just like disposable.
Yeah, it was. Morph was fucking fantastic in that.
Yeah.
I guess I'll give my pitch. I absolutely number one, going back to Evolution. X-23, I absolutely loved her in Evolution. That's literally where she was invented from.
Huh.
Yeah, she was invented for X-Men Evolution, just have like a weird young female Wolverine clone, and then she from that popped up into the comics and has now been Wolverine for like the past like 8 years or something. Probably but yeah, that's an amazingly fun character. And also the Logan, we'll talk about when we get to the actual specifics about the movies. Logan, the movie with X-23, she was really fantastic in that.
That was 2, right?
That was X-23.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was really, really. The actress that playing her with the young girl was really, really
They
good.
did her dirty though. She did not get enough time.
She did not get it, and she also didn't talk. But I think that was like how X was when she first in
I
Evolution.
was gonna say though, there's that 2 characters that were introduced to fight Wolverine who didn't talk.
Yeah,
like the infamous Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, also I'm
Deadpool.
gonna say the like spoiler alerts for Logan, the younger Wolverine that like the other clone also didn't talk. He just growled. So that's 3 people who fought Wolverine.
I guess yeah. Well, that happened in this movie where they run into Logan, and which that whole situation was
very
dumb.
Dumb.
It was dumb. It was hard dumb. It was a MacGuffin.
It was
literally a MacGuffin for
I think
the end plot.
it was just because we'll get into it over like like you said, we'll get into it, but just because like Wolverine is like the number one poster child for the fucking X-Men series in general, but like they just needed to have him in this movie, even though she didn't know them at this point and wouldn't have known them at this point. They just facilitated a random sequence for them to just run into Wolverine and be like, "Oh, Wolverine's so cool! Check out Logan, the next movie coming out."
Which I will not say I've not actually seen that one.
Really?
Yeah, I want to. I just.
Oh my god, it's really. Really good. I have a lot of personal issues with it. People like held it up as like the pinnacle of all. It might be probably one of my top, but I really have a huge issue with one of the plot points in it, which is really bad. But we'll talk about that whenever we get to it.
Probably
in our personal time because we're not going to record an episode about a good movie.
Yeah.
But
we did already. Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh, that's the perfect movie though.
Yeah.
That's different.
Okay, that's
it circles
fair.
around from like being like a good movie, bad movie, whatever, to being the perfect film, the perfect cinema experience.
It is literally the most perfect. It's because ask yourself: is there a character who licks his best friend's broken bone that's poking out through his leg? No,
I don't think so.
Exactly.
I don't think any X-Men movie's been that good.
No movie's been that good. Also, this has been our Freddy Got Fingered moment.
Hell yeah, we'll probably have more. My second favorite, I don't want to go like echo your stuff from like the different like time things. I'm trying to think of a character from New Mutants now because everyone in that series was so fucking good. Honestly, probably I want to say Comic Apocalypse. Comic Apocalypse is really fucking fascinating.
See, I could see that because I remember when this movie came out, like everyone was so excited for Apocalypse.
That's like the major thing from all the people, the like older millennials and Gen X people who are nostalgic for TAS, it opens with Apocalypse having like destroyed everything in the future. That's like the first episode of that show.
Oh.
And then it goes back from there to the rest of the series leading up to Apocalypse. And also, I completely forgot, Apocalypse was in X-Men Evolution. There was a whole arc of people becoming his the
Horsemen?
the Horsemen and fighting them. I don't even remember that arc at all. Though.
Honestly, I don't remember a lot about that show,
Yeah.
like specifically.
I'll go back and watch it
except for like
eventually.
some of the early stuff.
I remember how hot Rogue was, I guess. That's like the only thing I remember from that movie. Also, I just realized Rogue's like
that
Xenos.
was the Rogue too that started the like.
She was like super goth.
Well, not only that she was super goth, but like I know in the comics and in the original show, like she had kept her like the strength and the flying and some of those powers.
Yeah, that specifically is from Captain Marvel.
Okay, because I was gonna say is
I believe
that
that's the case in the show and the comics. Like, yeah.
okay, because I know in the Evolution show and in the movies, it's like she'll keep the powers for a bit, but
Yeah.
she loses them.
There was somebody that was captured, and like I believe it. In most things, it is Carol, Captain Marvel, who like was like they're both captured, and they literally forced Rogue to drain her near to death, and so permanently she has flight and strength after that.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
that
yeah.
was just their way, I think, of making her be able to fly.
Be useful on the team as opposed to having her almost kill people.
Yeah, which she still does.
yeah.
But honestly, I don't like that version of Rogue. Like where she's superpowered like that. I like the version that
she's
has
just
to,
like dealing
that-
with her own trauma and
She
her
deals
own.
with her own trauma. She has to
depressing- yeah.
understand like how to use her power. She learns throughout the show, especially how to utilize it. Like how to borrow someone's power on her own team, or how long to take it from someone else, and then have to adapt to using it.
Yeah, I was just thinking about like back to I guess my is Hyperion? Hyperion's not a mutant, right? And Sentry's not a mutant. You remember Hyperion from Exiles, the fucking evil Superman, pretty much. I know.
Did his Martha get cucked by Batman as well?
Yeah, probably.
Fuck that movie, by the way.
Yeah, fuck that movie. I kind of look at show Apocalypse because like also like Apocalypse's actual power set and power source and like actually is like whole deal. I'll go into when we get to the opening sequence eventually.
We need to talk about what Apocalypse is, because this movie told me
'cause
nothing about it.
I'll break down like because it's actually like really interesting like why he has what he has and why he's able to do what he does. But let's see, my third favorite probably it might be Magneto because. Like about two out of three of my people are villains. Actually, well, X-Men 3 was a villain in the Evolution. He has so much pathos, and he does so much. And also, like, if you follow, I was recently watching like a ton of like fucking 4 or 5 hour docs about like current X-Men comic lines, and like everything that Magneto's gone through, and everything that he's all the terrible stuff that he has done. And like right now, currently, the past like probably 5 or 6 years in the X-Men comics, like it's finally been like even Charles is broken. Like humanity's never gonna fucking accept us, and this is
Holy shit!
it's been like seriously like the do you remember the Scarlet Witch decimation, the No More Mutants? Like
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Then
yeah.
in House of M and all that happened.
Which I found out, by the way, thanks to I think it was actually a game or film theory that one of the reasons for that and that got the kind of pull out of mutants
Yeah.
was because they wanted to start making movies of it, so that's where Inhumans came from.
Yeah.
And the Inhumans were basically the mutant replacements.
Yeah.
But then that's why they got rid of them for so long.
Yeah, the decimation was like A, the comics want to cut down on mutants because there was literally like millions and millions at that point in the world, and B, Marvel didn't own them, so fuck mutants. We didn't own them, so fuck Fox. We're gonna get rid of all the mutants.
Yeah.
And then slowly bring them back by making the Inhumans, who aren't nearly as interesting and more prominent as a whole thing. But like since then, it's been coming back. They've been going through huge struggle after huge struggle, and like like apartheiding themselves repeatedly by doing Genosha or Asteroid M or all kinds of other things. Like, okay, this is going to be a safe place for the mutants. Oh, a horrible thing the humans do destroys everything. Okay, this is going to be a safe space. Charles is completely broken down. Now Magneto is just like, yeah, man, I told you. He's been on the good team for like probably almost a decade now.
I could see that. Honestly, I could see that.
Yeah.
I think that as a villain, he is one of the perfect examples of a great villain character.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I get annoyed, and I think there was a movie that we talked about where they call them evil. It's like, oh, we're doing evil. I'm evil.
That was for your appearance on Action Toon Bros. Korra.
That's
I'm gonna be
right.
The evil avatar, the dark
That's
avatar.
right. I'm the dark avatar. Oh, piece of rice. No. But yeah, it was like, to me, one thing that's great about Magneto is he's never like, I am the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like, I am a bad person. He's like, no, I'm doing what I believe is right. And yes, he knows, I'm sure that he's done some dark things,
Yeah.
but he's like, the ends justify the means because I'm stopping those atrocities by committing atrocities against them.
Yeah. I'm
And-
showing them not to mess with us by like destroying them and destroying their property and destroying the people that are trying to stop me, because what they're going to do is going to be a lot worse. In Tekken,
Yeah.
like 9 times out of 10, the humans do much worse to mutants. Like eventually, it's always really bad.
Yeah.
But like I love his pathos, but also like just getting back to once again bringing up Captain Marvel during Civil War II in the comics, like the fucking one of the most infamous panels was her like Magneto being like, I know what this kind of authority like. Okay, minor tangent. Civil War II is about an Inhuman born with the ability to pretty much be a precog for Minority Report.
Oh,
He can
shit.
see things that are going to happen before they happen, specifically superhero-related stuff.
Of course.
The one half of the Civil War with Carol Danvers is saying we should utilize this to stop people from doing insanely awful stuff, and the other half is saying no, that you can't stop people from doing crimes because what if they don't? What if his future thing's not right? You know, that's often to prejudge crimes. Magneto was, of course, on the side of you should prejudge crimes, which is may or may not. But then he's like saying that to Carol, like he's literally like, I know where this kind of stuff comes from because I've heard it before. Magneto, you know what he's like referring to. World War II, Nazi Germany. Like, I know this is going to be bad. You shouldn't judge people by what they can do or what they might do and stuff like that. And then she was like, literally, Carol was like, "Oh God, what are you, one of those guys who like compares everything to Nazis? Shut up, old man." And it's just like that was like one of the number one pages that made people like, absolutely despise Captain Marvel for like ever because of that. Like saying it to a literal Holocaust survivor.
Yeah, that's a fair dig to hate her for that.
That's an insane thing to say to a Holocaust survivor.
Yeah, and see, that's another thing about Magneto is that he's not.
That's one of the most completely understandable, devastatingly awful backstories possible.
Yeah, he really does, and like he does. I feel like he is what happens when you break someone to the point of having nothing to lose and driving them to have to take extreme measures, and there's that extremism. I mean, we talked about that in Korra. It's like all the villains in that show were extremists to a cause that was itself good.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah.
Yes, Magneto's cause is just.
Yeah.
But his methods and some of his ideology is tainted and wrong, but it comes from what they've seen, and that's you get into that kind of dichotomy of experience versus innocence.
Yeah, and how far is too far for what he's doing, and like when he
which
finally
even-
say like fuck it, with like you've lost, it's a lost cause. We need to stop like trying to even like live with humans. This is awful.
And even not to actually I know we joke about the political podcast stuff, but if you bring it into modern day, you kind of see that in modern politics.
Absolutely.
You have all these older people who are in power, worrying about themselves, and the younger generation are like, you need to stop. We listen to us, because this
We
is going to
can fix it.
happen.
We know, like, yeah,
and
we
we
know enough
believe
where
it
it
can
came
be
from.
helped.
Yeah.
And I've heard, from some people that I do care about and trust, but I've heard some of them say, you're not old enough, so you don't understand that. It's pointless to want to think for this or fight for this,
Yeah.
And it's like, well, maybe, but if you just assume that and you assume the worst,
And you don't let anything change, or you keep
yeah.
things bad. It's just
you're
you're
keeping
ruining
it bad.
Yeah.
If you keep it bad, nothing changes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're recording right now less than a week. It's not even been since the tragedy in Texas.
Yeah.
And like, I've literally heard people say, well, nothing's gonna. You can't get rid of the Second Amendment. And you can't do all that stuff. But
Yeah.
no,
There's a lot you could do. There's tons. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing is the same as working against it, because even if you think that may not work, trying something is different and potentially better than what we're doing now, because what we're doing now isn't working.
Yeah.
Tangent over, because
Well, dude, I was to say, I want to send you, like, if you have, like, the, time or mental capacity to, like, even sit through one of them. This one comic YouTube I follow, I think it's Comics Explained, literally has, like, videos that are 3 to 4 to 5 hours long of just, like, entire stretches of comic stories that he goes over, showing, like, actual panels, but then just talking over, explaining everything that happened throughout the entire plot. The, like, current political climate of the actual X-Men comics is one of the most fascinating things I've ever read in my entire goddamn life. It is so goddamn good, and it is so interesting how far mutants have been pushed in that reality that has insane other stuff, like tons of aliens and magic and superheroes and super tech, that, like, this group has been so persecuted and suffered so much from what we brought up for a second ago, Scarlet Witch's decimation, destroying 98% of all mutants.
she is considered a mutant or no?
She's a mutant, yeah.
Okay, because I know that
her mutation literally allows her to access chaos magic. That's technically how it
Okay,
works.
because I thought there was like some talk in times where like she is Magneto's kid, but then she's not, and she is a mutant, but then she isn't.
She is a mutant, but her like mutation just like allows her access to a certain type of magic that's incredibly powerful. I think there was a specific entity or being that is like what she taps from to use her powers. And
Similar to how like Kurt goes through a different dimension.
Kurt's
and stuff like that.
teleportation goes through a literal demonic dimension to get to the next spot, and it probably could affect why he looks like the way he looks.
Yeah,
and stuff like that's always really fun, high concept stuff, because like we'll get into more like overarching Marvel like universe and like how things tie together with actual Apocalypse and why he has what he has, why he can do what he does, is actually ties into another very cool Marvel thing we got to talk about eventually, the Eternals and the Celestials, and why he has what he has is tied to that.
The comics or the movie?
Well, we'll go over that because do you want to start the movie? Oh wait, but you want to rank the original? I mean, you've seen the first. You said you remember the first three.
I've seen the first three. First Class, Days of Future Past, and this.
Okay. Well, could you rank these?
All 6 of those, or
yeah, those 6 that you've seen. Oh, you haven't seen Wolverine Origins and Wolverine.
I've seen Origins. I vaguely remember it.
The Wolverine.
Didn't see the Wolverine.
Didn't see Logan.
Did not see Logan.
Okay.
I've seen Deadpool 1 and 2, but those I'm not gonna count those because those are up top. I mean, those are 1 and 2.
Those are fucking fantastic and completely almost unrelated, but like quote unquote related. Yeah.
Yeah, because Deadpool is a mutant, obviously, but he's in his own. He's in his own category 1,000%. But I love those films, and there's anything that's wrong with it is still amazing.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like how Scream is such a great satire, but
also
a great movie.
A great horror movie and a great satire at the same time.
Deadpool's the same thing. It's a satire of superhero films, but also a good superhero film.
Amazingly funny.
Yes,
it's so goddamn good.
But I would say Days of Future Past is my favorite. I think of the 6.
Really?
I think it pulls from a lot of concepts. I liked to see to bring the 2 casts together was really cool. To see Kitty be able to do what she did, I never even thought about that. The fact that she could time travel people that way. I thought, and I think that's a fun way of doing that, and that keeping that story going. And I like what they did with the characters in that one. Overall. Next, I'm trying to think between. I think First Class would be next because I think it did a great job of reintroducing X-Men in a way that didn't feel. It's like how Spider-Man. We all seen Spider-Man 15 billion times.
Oh yeah.
So how we didn't need to get that's like how Homecoming reintroduced Spider-Man without just rehashing everything we've already seen.
Like one scene of him like, by a spider, don't worry about it. And it's like,
okay, it's like you started at the perfect point. It's you start the film at the point where the action and the things take off, and that's what I think First Class did.
Okay.
And I like some of the changes they did with the characters. I'd say the next one to be X2, X3, X1, and then this. Way at the bottom.
Nice. You do need to check out fucking X-Men Origins and the Wolverine.
Oh yeah,
bizarre as shit.
Wolverine Origins, that's right above this.
Really? With fucking Dude Peel?
This, I don't remember. Okay, so yes, that is terrible. I don't remember much about that movie, but I remember what I remember about it is that there was before it came out or after it came out, there was released special effects, but without the CG footage.
Yeah, it was like a leaked version on.
And everyone was talking about how cool it looked.
Yeah.
And everything, and that's what I remember. That's literally all I remember about it. Mm-hmm. And the dumb Deadpool, which is funny in hindsight.
The Blob was pretty fun in that movie.
I don't even remember him in that movie.
It was in the beginning he was just a really big muscular dude who was just in Immovable, which is really fun. But then later, you meet him later in life, and he's put on the way from being lazier and not doing anything, and he's still that tough, and it was fun.
Yeah, I don't remember anything from that movie.
Will.i.am is that teleporting mutant who's skeleton shows up before he shows up.
Yeah, I don't remember a thing about it.
What about Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth?
Don't remember that.
He's probably my favorite.
I remember the opening of that film where they're. No, I don't remember it. I remember you see him in the Civil War and all these.
Yeah,
wars.
I used him a couple.
Yeah, I don't remember that much about it. It doesn't hold a spot in my mind, and I think that it's better done than this.
I was gonna say this movie is probably mid for me.
Really? What's below it?
Let's see. X-Men Origins Wolverine's fucking awful. X-Men 3 is real fucking stupid.
See, X-Men 3 was dumb.
Did you? I watched it recently. It's so stupid.
I do need to rewatch it again.
It's bad. And then, I mean, like, even the scope of all the other ones I've seen, Dark Phoenix is definitely at the fucking bottom. That movie sucks shit.
Haven't seen that one.
New
so I
Mutants
can't.
is very, very good. I really, really liked it. It's probably like my number one. Okay, so yeah, number one probably New Mutants, followed by The Wolverine, followed by X2, then possibly, don't want to say this, and then 3. Actually, no, I put X-Men 1, and then Apocalypse, and then 3 Wolverine Origins.
What about Days of Future Past and First Class?
Oh, I have a really weird relationship with First Class because like the more I see it, the more I don't like it. I loved it. The first time I saw it, I was literally like came into fucking school that day screaming about how much I fucking loved that movie. And it was finally the X-Men are back after X3's piece of shit self and after the Wolverine's piece of shit self. Origins, because the Wolverine's fantastic. Like, yeah, I was just like, oh my god, finally the X-Men are great again. This scene was great, that scene was great. But like watching it over and over, there's a lot of like really cheesy, unfunny stuff in it. But then there's also a lot of like whatever action scenes. I didn't like how they utilized Sebastian Shaw or Emma Frost. Stuff like that was like but then and also the whole meme every couple of weeks about fucking Darwin's inexplicable death.
Yeah, that one I admit I do agree to have problems, but
yeah.
I get where like that came like. He should not have been the one black character who got killed. Because,
Yeah, and also like the whole point of his power is that he shouldn't have been killed by something so stupid.
Yeah,
But,
I agree that it's got its problems, but the reason I liked it is it just goes in. But I will say I do feel that way because we used to watch that a lot when I worked at Blockbuster, and it does like
It's probably the most diminishing returns I've ever seen on a movie.
But I think
I won't say it's bad, but like I said, yeah, just weirdly a lot of diminishing returns on it for some reason. I don't know why.
that's fair. That's fair.
Days of Future Past, I like, but then once again, it's also like there's a lot of weird like problems with it, like narratively that I'm not like too crazy about, and also character wise, I'm just like, fucking JOing Wolverine again. But there's some really really fun stuff in that one too. So I'm not sure where I would rank it. But I think the X-Men universe as a whole, I liked it, and I'd say it's probably about like though. Let's see, I'll put First Class. I'll put above this. I'll put Days of Future Past probably tied with this for me personally. I know as insane as that sounds, but I remember those other movies. I remember hating them a lot more than this because this movie has a couple of really fascinating scenes that I really really like, and I would rewatch if I just had the time to. More than I would probably most of the bottom half of the movies that I would never want to even look at again. And then Logan, like I said, I have a very weird relationship with like a major plot point in that movie, but I fucking probably put that fairly high up because it's so much good acting, so much good storytelling, and really, amazing like plot and all. Let's see, the Deadpool movies are fucking fantastic. I didn't think Deadpool 2 would hold up. I was just like, I'm not too crazy about rewatching comedies, and it's probably going to be, bad or unfunny. And it was still, I was watching at work, it was fucking hilarious still. It's so goddamn funny. It's so well written. It's just like shocking how good
like
it is.
I said, it's a spoof movie that understands how to be a good movie while making fun of what,
Yeah, and actually genuinely, like, I was like, oh no, is it going to be like, bad jokes and a bunch of like dumb pop culture references? There are pop culture references, but then which are still funny, and then there are also amazing jokes, like actual jokes that are really fucking funny.
The team go parachuting in.
That's fucking
that
amazing.
whole scene is so good.
Yeah.
And then the one random human dude just joins.
But then also like when he's regrowing his bottom half, and then like Cable comes in talking to him, he's like pulls his little like fanny pack thing, he's like putting chapstick on, he's like, you remind me of my wife, and he's just like, I'm so sorry, and he's just like, no, don't feel sorry, like, no, I'm sorry you had to look at me while putting chapstick on and say that to me. It's just like, he has so many fucking
little baby legs.
Yeah, so many really really funny lines and funny bits in that movie. It's so goddamn good.
It is.
But yeah,
except for the fact that it's got TJ piece of shit Miller.
For what?
TJ
Miller. Yeah, he's not a great dude.
Did he have?
Possible domestic violence stuff and like some bad onset like shitty behavior. I know. I followed his podcast forever ago. That he is a fucking insane maniac, just like on multiple levels. And
I mean, to be fair, didn't he voluntarily or whatever get paid to be the lead in the Emoji Movie? That should have been a big sign.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, like, he's like on record as doing insane shit all the time. Like, he famously brought in a bear, like an actual bear, grizzly bear, for his Yogi Bear audition into the studio, and just like like hiring a bodyguard for no reason, and everyone be like, "Why do you have a fucking bodyguard?" He's like, "I don't know, I just wanted to do it." He's just like a very weird, eccentric dude, but also comes with that a lot of bad onset behavior and a lot of bad other stuff.
So, so what you're saying is that Jackass, he did it first
Yeah,
before
he did
Jackass?
tons of Jackass stuff. He's a fucking lunatic.
Oh man, that
But,
shit was. By the way, did you watch 4.5? It's on Netflix.
I haven't seen it. Is it
Oh
actual new
boy,
stuff in it?
there's a lot of new stuff in it. Yeah,
Ah.
they have like interviews, and then they have like some new stunts that make it, and like some behind the scenes about stuff. It's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Definitely
I'll
watch
definitely check
it.
that out. I fucking love Jackass. But yeah.
Fuck, we were dying in the theater.
That movie's fucking hilarious too. But yeah, X-Men fucking fantastic. If you want to like hold off plot a little bit longer for the actual fucking movie, in terms of the X-Men now being acquisitioned by Disney and already hintedly in spoiler alert, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness with Professor X, would you
That was in the
like them
trailer.
to? Yeah, would you like them to incorporate this universe into that, or would you rather they recast everyone, blank slate it, or like there's a couple of other methods they could use if they wanted to bring in X mutants, which are a huge part of Marvel.
I don't know, because like I feel like McKellen and Stewart are great Magneto,
They're perfect. Yeah.
Xavier's, but they are getting up there, and I'd hate to have to.
I wouldn't mind McAvoy and Fassbender.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind them either, but
Chronologically, it wouldn't make sense, but
it
still.
doesn't make. The only problem is that they are both still younger, and they both look young.
And they've both been in 4 movies now.
Yeah, it's not even the number they've been in. It's just I feel like as good of a job as they've done, they're just too young for I think what we need. I think Magneto and Xavier can't be the focus anymore because they're getting the kind of origins of them, the X-Men in these movies. It worked for so long, but this movie had some problems with Xavier. I had some problems with Xavier.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, I get that he was young at some point, but the two of them are supposed to be these,
Pinnacles of
like, they are a yin and yang. They are the optimism and the pessimism. They are the hope and the, just giving up. They are, you have the mind and you've got the fist.
Yeah.
Like, they are perfect dichotomies, and they are representative of who's under them. And those are the characters I think that are the most interesting, because you have them, because Xavier is who Xavier is, Magneto is who Magneto is, for the most part, but the people below them are discovering, am I full Xavier? It's basically, where do I sit on this timeline? Where do I sit between these guys? Do I believe that Charles is all right, or Magneto's all right, or am I middle ground? Like, and where is that line? And what puts me in what is and what's not okay?
Yeah, that's why I like those long ass documentaries about the current state of Marvel, because there is those two are practically on the same page now, but there are a lot of other factions and a lot of other leaders who have different points of view on how things should work in relation to humans and mutants, which is all really fascinating. In terms of the Disney stuff, I saw a famous YouTuber, Comic Book Girl 19, was talking about how after Wanda, having Jean doing the Dark Phoenix thing would be very redundant and be very repetitive seeming. But then I realized I will fucking defenestrate myself. If you don't know what that means, look it up. I will fucking defenestrate myself if I see the goddamn Dark Phoenix one more fucking time. That thing has been in 4 movies: X-Men 2, X-Men 3, fucking this movie, X-Men Apocalypse, and Dark Phoenix literally called it. I fucking hate that plot line. It was big in the 90s and 80s because it was a huge revolution. Because for that character, Jean Grey, aka Marvel Girl, at the time, it was a huge revolutionary plot line that was crazy and shook up the X-Men world. I fucking hate it. It's dumb and boring and bad. And it's so stupid and boring, and I hate seeing it. It's so over goddamn used. And but also full scale, I would not mind if they completely wipe the slate clean, get the fuck rid of the X-Men, especially specifically the 90s TAS cast. I don't want to see Wolverine, even though he's the poster child. I wouldn't mind if Xavier's not there. He's been dead for a while in the comics, but he came back, but who cares? Magneto, I don't want to see Cyclops, Jean, Kitty, Kurt, Colossus. Get them out. There are literally now thousands of very prominent, cool mutants. Like the cast I keep talking about from the new X-Men, the 2004, 2008 class.
Yeah, the Elixir,
all that whole class. Mercury, freaking Enola, the Dust, who's a really fun character, X-23. they've had so many. They've been around since 2004, which is literally almost freaking 20 years ago now.
Oh damn!
Those characters are
Also,
so
God
much.
damn it!
Yeah, I know.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, we're old. Those characters have been around for so long, and they have so much. They've had so many more. Really, remember Hellion and all the whole like the Hellions team and all that. Like from that, they were like the rival team in the school. And
Vaguely.
like but like that's where Wither was on that team with Elixir and them. But like Insurgent, like there's been so many X-Men characters. They've had so many really fascinating, really inventive, really cool, more modernized, even though 20 years, plot lines since then. And I don't want to see this team again. I don't want to see them again.
I'm tired of them.
There's
I will say
so many more characters.
I feel like
they'll do it. Like, but I don't want them to.
I feel like you could keep them without overusing them because
I don't want to see Kitty or. I love them. They're great. The fucking like Kitty from Evolution is
kind
fun
of
as hell.
keeping them what they were a little bit in X1. I think would be a good way of using them as an intro to some of the newer ones. So you're bringing the old with the new, and then also introducing, because we all know who they are. You don't need the backstory of Jean Grey and Scott Summers and all these, Storm and everyone, and. I think them as teachers...
Yeah, that would be the best place to come from. Because
exactly.
At this point in the comics, like, Kitty Pryde is an adult teacher. During the Phoenix Saga, she's literally a student in like middle school or high school, just being introduced to the X-Men. She's been a teacher for like a decade now.
Yeah, them being teachers
make
would
them
be a good
all
way.
older, practically retired, whatever, that whole group of people, and made like... just
they're trainers.
A whole new, that'd be perfect.
They're the trainees
but
of the new X-Men.
Minimize their role or get rid of half
Yes.
of that cast entirely, and just like bring in a bunch of more new mutants. Like that team, like I said, from that long ago, they've been like grown up and replaced practically by another whole generation of X-Men in comics and stuff like that. But like, I don't want to see this. If they do bring the X-Men in, I don't want to see that guy.
I'm getting tired of
them. I really
them.
fucking don't want to see it.
Like I said, I wouldn't mind them being in as long as they're a gateway to the new ones and they don't overshadow them.
Yeah.
Like, there was a movie. It was like the newest Scream did that, where they brought in the old cast.
They minimized their role,
and then they minimized.
Did some surprising stuff with them, yeah.
But they minimized their role, but then gave them the hero moments. It felt like, to the point of it undermined overall the movie. It was like, what's the point of having a new cast if the old cast is still going to be around, but they don't do anything until it's important, and everything else just feels meaningless.
Yeah, like seriously, minimize their roles and like age them up, but then. I have no idea how they could possibly incorporate that. Especially though they could just do Exiles and say like, hey, these fucking weirdos from another universe are called mutants. What is that? And then like then the incursion happens and all that crazy stuff. But like, I don't want to see this fucking X-Men team again. I don't want to see the original TAS or even like I said, as much as we love it, Evolution was the exact same group of people.
I want to see more of the villains though. Like I'm biased.
There's been so many really really cool villains since fucking Magneto, which I was going to point out jokingly again. Toad would be great to bring back.
Blob.
But,
I think the Blob.
He was not even a villain in X-Men Wolverine Origins, but he was still a fun character by an actor who I really like. But yeah, like I was also going to point out, like, okay, X-Men 1, the villain was Magneto. X-Men 2, it's William Stryker until it's Magneto. X-Men 3, the villain was Phoenix until it was Magneto. Let's see, X-Men First Class, the villain was Sebastian Shaw until it was Magneto. And then let's see, First Class, the villain was...
Or Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past.
It was Peter
Boulevard,
Dinklage.
Yeah, Boulevard Trask, a very important character. No, with Magneto at the end. And then
Until it was
until it
Magneto.
was Magneto. And then let's see who else they had.
It was Apocalypse.
Yeah, Apocalypse.
Until it was Magneto.
Oh, no, Apocalypse with Magneto's help until he helped.
Which all of a sudden his powers disappeared when he suddenly, spoiler alert, he's bad, he's good, and then he's bad, and then he's good again.
Yeah.
When he's bad, his powers are super OP, and then he turns good, and he's done.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I don't want to see if they do incorporate more villains and make them the main villains as opposed to fucking Magneto. He's also, I guess he's more of a good guy when fucking the Dark Phoenix is the villain again in fucking Dark Phoenix.
No,
and there's like the fucking...
until the end when he becomes a bad guy.
No, he has a really cool fight scene actually. We actually get to see him using his full "fuck you, I'm gonna murder you" capabilities to be a good guy against some like shitty nameless aliens, which are the real bad guys of that movie. It's fucking awful. Don't watch that movie. It's shitty. But like, I don't want to see Magneto be the villain again. Please don't. Disney, if you ever incorporate the X-Men, fucking keep that motherfucker the fuck out of it, please.
Honestly, that would be an interesting way to put, like, if... Because, the people's I'm trying to think how do I say it. If they were to make him like the move, like how the Joker and Batman Beyond, he's dead, right?
Oh yeah.
But there's a whole gang devoted to him.
That was an incredible concept. Yeah.
And like doing that with Magneto is no matter what good or bad he might have done, he becomes the poster child for the new Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And they follow they say he was he fell off the cause, but he has started our cause. Mm-hmm. That would be an interesting way of keeping Magneto without using Magneto.
Yeah.
And not like breaking his character too much
as well.
Yeah,
just one of that little rant about how he's the villain. Like I said, he's still one of my favorite characters of the entire.
Oh yeah,
series.
He's a great character.
He's an amazing character. I just wish that
there's a reason
they
why
overuse him. Yeah, just like Wolverine, who's in every single movie except for I think. No, he's in every movie. Dark Phoenix, I don't think that's the only reason he's not in is Dark Phoenix. I think
he's technically in Deadpool because he's wearing a Hugh Jackman mask.
Oh yeah, Deadpool 1, and then also he's in Deadpool 2 because it opens with him with the. Spoiler alert scene from Logan in it, but it's just like it's fucking Hugh Jackman was perfect casting. We didn't even talk about Hugh Jackman, like fucking poster child for these movies. He's an amazing actor, and I love that he loves playing Wolverine for the past almost fucking 40 years.
Yeah, I will say too, like as much as overused as Wolverine is, the fact that it is always him playing it is nice because it kind of ties everyone together, and he feels like the perfect
ageless
for this character.
Yeah. He was perfect casting, even though he's tall. He was amazing, and I don't know if but to get back to the whole Disney question, if he reprises it or not, I don't know, because he's good, but it would be silly to have him again, but I don't know.
I mean, they're gonna have to because it's fucking Wolverine.
He'll be there, and I'll be upset, but I'll watch it. All this ranting about it. I don't want to see the original team.
Jesus Christ! I know we're an hour in.
I'm purposely keeping it local. There's a lot to talk about for X-Men. I wanted to do like a whole because also I pitched to Ed to watch a couple of other X-Men stuff just to prep for this.
I did not have the time.
Yeah, of course it's fine.
I had streaming to do,
and also we know enough about X-Men tertiarily to have a conversation like this about it for this long, for an entire episode length. But
I do want to talk about the movie though because
absolutely.
You made me watch it twice.
We'll get into the specifics.
This movie. We'll get into the specifics in a minute.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to just like in fucking the last movie that you hated that I made you watch fucking Justice League. I'll like pseudo.
There's another one I thought you made me watch that I hated too.
We liked Star Wars. Star Wars Episode 3 was good.
That is true.
What before that? What was it? Oh, that was fucking Resident Evil, I think.
Whatever. I don't know, you made me watch a lot of.
Dude. Fucking Bad Taste was silly and gross, but I didn't like it. But it was alright.
Hey, at least it was something different.
Terror of Chinatown was fucking awful.
I still prescribe to the idea that part of that footage is lost through like aging.
Yeah.
And that's why the movie was so fucking weird.
Yeah, but also like not spoiler because we're already talking about the movie. We talked about how X-Men Age of Apocalypse is like 2.5, almost 3 hours, but it felt shorter than Terror of Tiny Town.
I don't know about that.
Well, on a second watch, maybe not, but first watch, it definitely felt like, that was quicker. Like,
we were watching it together, so that's different. That was the difference.
Solo? That's rough. Oh, you watched it with your wife?
I watched it, but I still watched it.
I'm curious what Leanne thought about the movie, too.
She hated it like I did.
It's not a good movie, that's why it's on our fucking podcast for bad movies.
That is fair. That's a fair
but
point.
yeah, who knows? What about you think about the Daniel Radcliffe fan casting?
Wait, who's he play? No, you're fine.
Yeah, okay.
If you hear that random screaming, that's my daughter upstairs. We're recording in the basement.
Being silly.
That's why it's echoey.
I just sound like pretty good acoustics. Who knows? There's like a weird super online campaign like there always is, just like people that would like Daniel Radcliffe to play Wolverine.
He's playing Weird Al. That'll be a weird shift of watching from Harry Potter to Weird Al.
He's a great actor.
To Wolverine. He is.
He's very, very versatile, like surprisingly so.
The one scene from that show, Miracle Workers,
I want to see that. I have it on my queue for on HBO Max. I want to watch it.
I liked the first season. I couldn't get into it a little bit after, but have you seen the Camptown Racist scene?
I haven't seen anything from it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it because I was curious. It's on my queue.
Hold on. Because there's no context to this. I'm going to bring it up. We're going to pause this and then go right back in so we can get your live reaction on this.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. All right, we're back. I was going to say that was amazingly hilarious and really, really funny and really cool. I was going to say, Daniel Radcliffe, if you haven't seen it, Miracle Workers, should be coming around the mountain scene. Definitely look it up.
Oh, my God.
And also, he'll be a great replacement for Hugh Jackman. I'll say that much because Yeah, they're both like huge theatrical people, and that is amazing. Daniel Radcliffe is fucking amazing. I'm definitely going to check that show out.
That feels Rocky Horror-ish.
That was incredibly Rocky Horror. Yes. Bill's who knows like that weird like horse player or whatever. He's been in a ton of like really. That dude's fucking amazing. He's been in so much good stuff. Daniel Radcliffe.
He's also been in some weird movies like
He's been in a
was
ton,
it Lady in Black.
The Woman in Black, but then also Switch Army Man, where he's like a weird like dead corpse that like can do anything, and it's really fucking bizarre movie.
I have not heard of that.
It's a fucking trip. You need to watch it. It's really gross and weird and surreal. But yeah, Daniel Radcliffe is an amazing actor. What do you think about him being Wolverine?
I mean, to be fair, he's not who I would pick, but if he's who got chosen, I'd give him a chance.
Yeah.
I'm always under the impression that sometimes the worst pick or the most unexpected pick is the best pick.
Yeah, people were like really like, what the fuck when they chose Hugh Jackman? Like that weird like theater guy. That's a stupid choice. And then here we are 30 years later.
Remember when people were like, "Oh God, they got the Brokeback Mountain guy to be the Joker? Oh, it's gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be awful. Fan casts are
There's
idiots.
no way that this loony, creepy guy is gonna ever be the Joker, and Jack Nicholson is rolling over in his not great
Exactly.
at this. And now
Yeah,
that's one of the most iconic Jokers of all
absolutely.
time.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, I'm curious about what they're going to do, because they could just they could ignore the X-Men, which would be an insane thing to do. But
Yeah, I don't think they should do that.
they'll incorporate it somehow eventually. But I think Exiles would be a good gateway because of the multiverse stuff going down right now.
That'd be a better show than it would be a movie, though.
No, I mean like just conceptually to bring in X-Men into this universe.
Ah.
But yeah, all right. That's our X-Men general discussion for the past hour almost. Gee whiz. But ready to get into actual specifics of this movie?
Yes, I am actually now. Because while I wanted to rush through it, now the more I'm like talking about it and I kind of sat on this, and with like the breaks, I watched an hour and a half last night and the last hour today, which sucks. I hate breaking up these movies because they're exhausting. But I came to a realization near the end of this, watching this movie today, and I think I know why I hate this movie. And spoiler alert, this is near the bottom for me in our list.
Oh, wow. I got to still rank it on my list. But yeah. All right, so yeah, we can get into it.
Yes.
Opens up on ancient Egypt.
Oh, God.
We see them building a weird giant pyramid and a huge giant slave progression just coming down the aisles. We see
They
them,
look all wearing extremely bulky and uncomfortable looking masks.
yeah, like
for
this
no
huge,
reason.
huge Egyptian god masks.
But why?
Wearing.
Why?
It's aesthetic to look cool. We also see a big giant.
Did it make it
pyramid.
look
Looks
cool,
like,
though?
What was the bad guy? Was it Zant from the guy with the big giant head in Twilight Princess? He had like
I never
that big
played
giant
that game.
triangle robe looking outfit.
Never played
Or
that
also the weird really, you never played Twilight Princess?
No, never.
What
played
about the that weird village with the weird hats from Near Automata? Or near Replicant.
Oh yeah, the Sandy Village.
Yeah, with those weird like triangle outfits. We see like a weird big like triangle figure being carried on a palanquin. And we see a couple of guards just kind of side-eyeing each other scheming.
It's this whole opening is so dumb.
Yeah. Well, I would say I'll say this whole movie, anything where any scene with Apocalypse in it, I enjoyed a lot more of any other thing that happened in the fucking movie. I'll say.
I disagree with that hard.
Really? Oh, I love Apocalypse.
There's a few good scenes and moments. I thought Apocalypse was so vague and.
Yeah.
They tried to Spider-Man him, but he's not Spider-Man.
Yeah, they didn't explain shit about anything.
Also, there's a lot of tech for being 3600 BC.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But like, yeah, they bring him into a weird giant pyramid. We see a couple of weirdos take their masks off. We see the girl with a white eye, and then a weird ugly man, and then we see another person.
And that's the thing I don't get. Why did they have those masks on if they're trying to be intimidating and they have these fancy outfits on?
I think they're supposed to just like look like the Egyptian gods, I guess.
Yeah, that's why they did it, but it doesn't make sense of why they did it.
Yeah, but then old man Apocalypse pulls off his blue thing, weird lips outfit, and just he looks like a weird old creepy weirdo. And then they bring out Oscar Isaac's young body, lie him on a slab and cut him
That's
up.
Oscar Isaac's body.
Yeah.
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
the young guy is like straight up just Oscar Isaac's and like just regular looking. And they cut him and they see that he heals and it says, "With this, now you'll reign forever, Apocalypse. We're gonna transfer your body."
We need to take a second about this though. That guy was not restrained, right?
No.
So why was he going along with this?
I assume that the psychic did something.
There's a psychic?
Or he was willingly did it.
Why would he willingly do it? Especially if he's immortal.
Who?
The immortal.
Maybe he's just loyal to Apocalypse because he's a mutant.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Because no one is loyal to Apocalypse in this movie, almost.
Yeah, no one is. They're just doing it of their own free will.
It was dumb.
Yeah, it was very stupid. Let's see. Well, it was okay. The guards finally signal to each other and start breaking the thing to destroy the pyramid. This is when we finally find out the four horsemen of powers. One does a weird slap and turns people into mush skeletons. I found out that was radiation manipulation. Is what he did. He slapped his hands on the two guys, went against the wall and melted. That was some kind of radiation manipulation. The ugly weirdo is just strong.
There's one was like fire,
like a Pyro from X-Men, if you know him, who can't create fire but he can manipulate it. And that person just did that and fired a bunch of people. And the other person was I guess telekinetic and telepathic because
she could not have been telepathic.
She transferred bodies somehow. She's the one who does the body transfer.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
No, there's no way that she's the one who did that. No, it was the whole golden
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, we see light hit the top of the pyramid and all this weird gold magic stuff.
That was not her because that seems
no, that's not that was not her but then eventually.
But there's no way
she shoots a beam to the healing guy. Shoots him. She's switching their minds. She does the actual mind switch.
Then that makes this resistance even dumber.
Yeah.
Because how the hell do the resistance get formed by the guards? If there's a telepath.
Yeah.
Also,
don't think about it.
Also, she is a telepath. Why did Apocalypse take her powers? Because he wants Xavier's.
In the end, that's what he wants. Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Don't think about it too much. The movie's badly written. Let's see. Well, but also we do see some weird, crazy fucking gold tech going through stuff in the whole transfer.
See, that's what I thought was.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to. It was also that, but that's what I wanted to stop and say. In the comics, the reason for Apocalypse's appearance and everything else, Apocalypse's primary power is durability and longevity. That's it. Everything else he has and everything else he's capable of doing, his size manipulation and his incredible beams and everything, is from celestial technology. In the comics. The exact same stuff that grants the Eternals all of their stuff and everything that they're capable of doing was given to Apocalypse during ancient times in the comics and everything.
By the Eternals?
By a Celestial. Specifically.
Why?
Mutants were original. I'm getting fucking way back in the weeds of high concept stuff. Mutants were originally a minor offshoot experiment by Celestials.
So basically,
they did a minor manipulation of human genetics in a couple of cavemen, and they were going to jump. Their genetic line would eventually jump in evolution compared to regular Homo sapiens, and that's where they came from. And they were monitored as well by the Eternals, because also, getting into the weeds about comics, I love the Eternals movie. The Eternals, if you remember, exactly. The whole point of the Eternals is to watch for deviants, which are the monsters and stuff. But then after they finally take care of all them, there's one last deviant thing that they need to destroy, and that is mutants. Because they are technically deviants created by the Celestials as well. It's really interesting. Eternals, that would have been a good gateway to get mutants into the series. But anyway, that's the current X-Men versus Eternals comic series line.
Then that does even more explain the Inhumans, because weren't they Kree experiments?
The Kree came to Earth and we're going to try to fuck with these humans too, like the Celestials did, and then they made Inhumans, yeah.
So,
Apocalypse was one of the, jumped in evolution, one of the earliest jumped in evolution people that Celestials were here's some fucking kick-ass tech. Or maybe I think it might have been automatic, accidentally given to him or something like that, I'm not sure. But he utilizes that to create the Horsemen, he utilizes that to get his extra superpowers, and he utilizes that to revive himself every time he's defeated by the X-Men. It's celestial technology, which is why he's capable of doing what he does. Is that in this movie? Absolutely not. He just has a weird super tech pyramid.
And a super tech experience,
an ability to jump
that
bodies.
Also transfers bodies.
Yeah.
When he transfers bodies, he still has the fucking, wires.
Yeah.
Which, how the hell do they have wires in 3600 BC?
It doesn't make any sense. There's no explanation for it. This movie was very badly written.
And that was one of the biggest issues I think I had, was that Apocalypse was so underexplained.
Absolutely.
He was just there. But they made him unbeatable.
Yeah.
And I'll get onto that.
I do want to get to that because that's a plot point I brought up before. But in another series.
When we get to the end of this, we'll talk about more.
We can talk about that in a couple of scenes. But
this movie is a Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
It is and that's what makes it so bad to me.
Yeah,
he is unbeatable until something else gets pulled out of nowhere,
It's very stupid. Well,
an unexplained thing,
Yeah.
and that's what defeats
I have a
him.
lot of. Well,
Also,
speaking of,
spoiler
like,
alert, he doesn't win.
He doesn't kill everybody. How dare this movie spoiled the whole movie? We decided to end this dumb sequence because like this opening sequence starts very cool. Ancient Egypt's a cool aesthetic. All these cool mutants being like worshipped is really fun and cool. They're cool. They have awesome powers.
These guys
But
look
then
cool, I will
they
say.
do look incredibly cool. What a cool! I hope they stick around. Anyway, the villain grumbles, and literally 3 out of 4 get crushed by a rock. And that's it.
And the last one stops Apocalypse from being crushed,
Yeah.
and then gets crushed by a rock.
That was like the lamest fucking intro to these cool characters and a cool like concept and aesthetic.
They
like,
also look-
this opening, which is like, damn, this movie's gonna be fucking awesome, and then like a fucking dumb rock hits him on the head. It's like,
Well, the
what a
other thing too
waste.
is like these horsemen actually, when they took off the bulky
Yeah.
outfits, they actually looked cool. They looked battled. They looked like the horsemen.
And they
that
were
had gone through
appropriately
it.
powerful, which is another fucking thing I have with the fucking people he chooses later on. He just chooses the worst mutants with the worst powers. But
He makes them actively worse,
yeah, they
but
suck.
then also doesn't make them good. I don't. We'll
It's
get
dumb.
into it.
It's dumb, but I wish they did the point about the celestial technology in that because that would have been really fun and really cool.
It would have been an easy.
And
I guess
that's
it's-
too high concept for the current state of that universe.
I would say also this was Fox, not Marvel, so that does make sense. So after this scene, we cut to Ohio.
Is it Ohio? I don't even remember where the fuck.
There you go to Ohio.
I don't remember what happens until Germany. So what the fuck? What the fuck happens in Ohio?
Okay, so yeah, they cut to Ohio with
Scott,
Summers.
Scott, yeah, it's Scott's
And-
stupid power origin. Who cares?
Yes. Well, okay.
Everything with Scott.
Scott and Jean are both awful. in
They're
this movie.
characters that are like very much disliked by the majority of the Marvel Comics community. Nobody like it's a huge meme. Nobody likes Cyclops. Like nobody's a Cyclops fan except for a very minor group of weirdos that everybody hates. Nobody's a fan of Cyclops.
Yeah, you hear that? You one random Cyclops person listening to
Yeah,
this
fuck you. Why are you
podcast?
listening to this? Go away.
Go fuck yourself. But follow me on Twitch
Yeah,
and tell me how upset you are.
Before
Father
you
Boha _ Boha.
Yeah, before you leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Cyclops' origins, I completely blanked this. I
She got mad at him, by the way,
I
for
fast
having
forwarded
an
through
eye
this.
problem.
Like, oh my god, if teachers out there, if you have a teacher listening to this, if a kid's suddenly like almost gouging their eyes out, complaining about incredible irritation in their eyes, will you tell them, hey, quit fucking around?
Right?
Wasn't it the 80s, I think? It's the 80s, yes.
I guess that
Because, yeah, that
tracks.
lame line later. I guess, yeah, teachers were shitty back then.
So he apparently he looks like he's eyeing some girl or something.
Yeah. Not that he's having, like, some
so
kind
the
of-
typical jock, you eyeing my girl.
Yeah, a very stupid, dumb scene. I literally fast forwarded through the scene when I won the rewatch because it's so stupid and
Also,
pointless.
he has to go to the bathroom, and then like a second later, class is over.
Yeah.
And so what the fuck was the point of him asking?
I don't know.
And then the teacher's like, no, you don't all go until, the bells ring, but I didn't dismiss you yet.
Yeah. Oh, also, they were talking about mutants or whatever in the class. I
They
think.
were talking about the incident from Days
For
of Future Past.
Yeah.
But then the bully is like, Scott goes into like a bathroom stall. It's like, rub my eyes, and the bully like looks over. Which, how did he know that Scott was in there?
Yeah. It's,
And that's also lucky that he was looking at Scott, not someone taking a shit.
yeah. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
But he's like knocking on it like you would like a Jehovah's Witness knocking on the door. He's not really trying to get in that
Yeah,
hard.
he's just like, obviously this kid's not fucking doing it. Then he say like, hey, what's wrong with you, man? Like,
Yeah,
genuinely
I didn't
like,
even, are you crying? I didn't even beat you up yet.
yeah, it's just like, obviously something's wrong with this guy. But
But he's like, you know what though? Maybe that guy would never gotten in because when Scott's powers activate, the door does not get blown into smithereens. The door survives and just pushes back.
and then the wall's like destroyed.
Yeah, but all the concrete is decimated
Yeah.
and it looks like burnt up and crumbled.
Yeah, very
But
stupid.
the wooden door survived. So apparently, all you have to do is put a door between you and Scott and you're safe.
Yeah, that's fine. That stops his powers, just like Ruby Quartz. What the fuck? After that's the Germany scene?
I think so. I wrote sexy half boobs. I don't know why.
I'm going off pure memory. I don't know what the fuck you're talking. Are you about Mystique?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's wearing all sexy.
We go to some stupid, some weird German Fight Club thing where
I will say, I thought this was an interesting concept and scene.
It could have been.
It was underutilized and it wasn't written as well. But
yeah. But also, like, what a dumb, weird reason to make. Well, whatever. Angel is fighting Fat Man, a very minor, who cares character.
yeah.
It's not the Blob. It's just an asshole named Fat Man who can like manipulate the fat in his body. I also fast forwarded through the stupid fight scene. I didn't give a shit. But
See, I actually liked Angel's original design. I thought he looked he looked like someone who had kind of embraced, like, because he was in X3 and he was pointless in that, except for, oh no, there's someone's, gonna have the cure, and his son is a mutant.
Yeah, this is a very, like, weird read, because, like, most of the time, Angel is just, like, a rich guy, a rich playboy, who's, like, mildly ashamed of his wings. That's usually how the character is written in most things.
I thought this
and
was
just, like, some weird rocker guy with, like, a weird big angel talent. Or a big,
I liked it.
Talent.
He had the
talent. It was a
talent.
weird take, but I think, like, behind the scenes, I think the main reason this was is because in comics, for the longest time, with the Apocalypse's Horseman, Angel is always a very prominent one because he has a very cool aesthetic when he becomes the actual Horseman. He has like a blue skin and like a weird whole metal outfit and some really cool metal wings and everything. I think they wanted to get there, but they didn't want to have Sam Worthington or the like actual origin of him just being a regular guy who has wings, and they wanted to make him cooler.
I thought they did.
I think they did an alright job. Yeah, it's a very cool fight scene because they bring in the new Nightcrawler actor. Not Jim Cummings to fight Angel.
I thought Angel was interesting for me in this because he seemed to both revel in it and hate it.
Yeah.
He was like, they're gonna kill us both if you don't fight, but then at the same time, he enjoyed the fighting.
Yeah, he liked doing the fighting. Was actually pretty tough and a weird punk rocker guy.
I'm being someone who has a mohawk.
Of course.
I like that it was like a punk aesthetic.
Oh yeah, I was thinking he gets a mohawk or pseudo mohawk later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say it's
also the one announcer was speaking in German, but then goes, "Ich kann nicht Skova Angel."
Yeah, the Nightcrawler.
And Nightcrawler,
who's also German, and they could have just said whatever the German word for worm
they
is.
literally say the Angel of Death in German, but then call him Angel in English.
Yeah, they could have just called whatever the German word for Nightcrawler, because Nightcrawler's German like him, so that would have made more sense for him to be shitty.
The fight was it was short and lame.
It's difficult for to make Nightcrawler fighting. Actually, no, never mind, because fucking X2 opened up with the coolest fight scene ever with Nightcrawler.
Yeah. Also, how come he couldn't teleport out the gates? Like, they say something about
it's a very stupid, the gates are electrified. That shouldn't stop Nightcrawler, but...
Exactly. That's the thing. They're like, oh, it's electrified.
That's like the last time we've seen something stupid like that, like electric fences stop mutant powers. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Exactly. I get, like, how Stryker and them later have something, but how does this random underground German place have something?
Just have an electric fence that stops.
Because if they can't use their powers in the Stryker one, why can they use their powers in this one? And why can't Nightcrawler just be like, okay, goodbye, I see this door over here, I'm going to teleport there, instead of into the fence.
Very lazy writing, who knows? But yeah, we'll say Jennifer Hudson or whatever is it Jennifer Hudson? What's her name?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Lawrence, yeah. Once again, still being like Mystique is such a minor background character in the X-Men comics for the most part. But since it's fucking Jennifer Lawrence, and it was like she was first cast at the height of
Hunger Games,
they made this character like the most prominent person in the last 3 movies. Out of nowhere, just because she was cast as her.
Well, it's because they can sell.
Of course.
Sell it without having to sell it.
They made this like minor villain character, like a prominent good guy hero that everyone loves.
Plus, remember too, the original trilogy had straight up. I mean, she was always blue and naked.
Yeah. You almost never saw Rebecca Romijn Stamos as a human. Yeah,
never. I don't think you ever did. She was always.
I think maybe one or two scenes.
You saw at the very end,
or something like that. Maybe.
But she was always somebody else.
Yeah,
and it was never. You knew.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of that character is just to be like a deceptive person who's number 2 to
Magneto.
And that's it. But
yeah, the only time you saw her proper was when she got cured.
Yeah,
that was the only time. Which I thought that was a good way of like writing her out. That was tragic, and it kind of showed the little bit there of Magneto. His radicalization didn't allow him to care anymore because she wasn't a mutant.
Yeah,
that was
been with him for the entirety of his whole career. But yeah, but yeah,
this movie did not do well with her at all.
No, but I don't think the character never should have been as prominent as she was in the last couple of movies, because she's also prominent in the beginning of Dark Phoenix before, spoiler alert, she gets killed very early on in the movie.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I'm like, finally, but because it's such a weird choice for this dumb thing. But anyway, she saves Kurt, they leave the fucking German fence area eventually. I don't know what the fuck else happens there. a couple of bad guys.
I don't remember much. Oh yeah, but why did she help Nightcrawler but not Angel? Or all those other mutants that were in the
like
hospital.
Batman and everybody else who was stuck there.
Why was it Nightcrawler that gets like special treatment?
It's dumb.
Outside of the possibility that she's his parents.
In some canon.
I know she's
in some canon, but like that's
isn't it that she and
Destiny,
the red dude had
No, it's
I thought or
Azazel or Destiny, or it's some combination
Or-
of them. Who knows?
She's the father of Kurt, technically, though, isn't she?
In the continuity where the mutant Destiny is her partner, is her girlfriend or wife or whatever. That's when she's typically the male part parent, I think. But yeah, Mystique's a very fascinating. That character's also a ton of really fascinating backstory and stuff. But underutilized in this thing to fucking death.
She was used well, I thought, in Days of Future Past, because she used her powers very well. You know, she was very MacGuffin-y and over the top, but it made sense a little bit in the First Class. But
Yeah.
I thought Days of Future Past was like the perfect version of her outside
Probably,
of the
yeah.
original trilogy.
Yeah.
And then in this one, she's awful. Not the acting so much.
Just her role and
Yes.
what they turn the character into as opposed to what they're supposed to be. Yeah.
Yes. But now we get to the Magneto stuff.
Yeah.
The family.
Working in the
And this okay.
Yeah.
This is to me one of the better
plot points.
plots of this film.
Absolutely. This is probably the best, I would say.
Yes. There's more coming up here in a minute, but it's so good because it shows why he's so radicalized.
Yeah, once
later
again,
on.
he's trying to be good. Mm-hmm. Just working in a factory, has a new wife and a kid.
And he's honest with his wife. He straight up says, "I told you who I was the first night we met."
Yeah.
So it meant that he does trust people, and you know later on we find like there's a bunch of cuts around here.
I think that we do. Are you going to go over his whole plot line right now, or did you want to wait? Because like we can still be nebulous about what happened in the movie.
I want to make sure I don't.
Because right now I think it's just him working in the factory. We see his daughter. I think maybe we see that she has powers, and then it cuts away from them.
Yeah,
but
it
it's
cuts away.
a very, very well acted, very like soft.
They should not.
Nice.
They should not have cut away.
There should have been more time with this as opposed to cutting to whoever the fuck that whatever happens next. I'm pretty sure.
Scott going to the school.
Oh yeah, he shows up and has a stupid run-in with Jean Grey, new actress by Sophie
We'll talk
Turner
about all
from-
that in a minute. Let's talk about this here. Let's
Yeah,
take
yeah,
let's look at this good scene. So yeah, he's got a new wife and kid. He's working in a factory in like Poland, I believe it is.
I believe so, yeah.
And-
But it's speaking Polish, so probably.
Yeah, I think even say straight up Polish.
Yeah.
But so so after the stupid scene we'll talk about later happens, they cut back to it. He's working in the factory one day when Apocalypse awakens, and it causes all these tremors, and this big metal like lava holder thing
Yeah,
falls.
some kind of factory that he
and
works
it,
in. It's, yeah.
and it's
big
about to
cold
crush a dude, so he saves him. He stops it
and pushes it to the side.
and pushes it to the side. And some of the coworkers are kind of looking at him.
Yeah.
And he just kind of goes back to work and just like kind of looking around like, please don't let anyone do anything about this.
Yeah.
And then it goes to his house. He's like, we gotta go. We have to move.
Have to get out of here.
And the wife's like, what? This is our home. This is her home. It's the only home she knows. And he's like, home is where you and I and her are.
Yeah.
And I love all three of you, and I just want to be with you, and I can't risk you. And you find out the daughter's not in her bed.
Yeah.
And you hear her scream, and they go outside, and there's a bunch of soldiers holding her at
So
arrow point.
We did beforehand see that like she does have powers, but she's like talking to Force, like not talking, but like communicating with a bunch of different Force animals early in the previous scene.
Yeah,
So we
so
do know she has powers. Yeah.
Yeah, she's able to talk to and kind of control animals a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're like, oh, we know who you are. You're Magneto.
They
And
have a picture from the incident with JFK last movie.
Yep, and they all have They all have literal like
Bow and arrows.
sticks and like slightly terrible bows. Like they look like they were
They're
terrible.
like toys. It's like, oh, how do you get that shit from?
Yeah, I don't know how they get the power that they get. We'll talk about that in a second.
Oh, yeah,
which
yeah.
in a very very tragic moment.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like who are you? We tell us who you really are. And he's like, I am Eric. But he's like, I am this fake name. He's like, I've had dinner at your house.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, let it a criminal.
Yeah.
I don't know why I made it French.
Whatever Polish accent is.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they try to confront him. They have the picture of him from the previous movie, and they say he's like, okay, release my daughter and I'll go with you guys peacefully.
Yeah.
And so they do release the daughter. He tells him, I love you guys. You guys stay here. I'm gonna go with them. Okay, it's gonna be fine. And then he finally goes over to the group of police officers, as suddenly his daughter starts screaming, very upset.
It's a direct like.
Response to his.
Well, no. What's the reference? It's a direct reference to the very original scene where Magneto, as a child, is having his mother taken away from him, and he's
Yeah, going into a
screaming
concentration
and being held back a bit, and his powers are activating outside of his control.
Yeah.
In Auschwitz. It's
Yeah.
literally that, except for, he's the one going to the soldiers and being with the mom, and all these birds start coming down, and they're like, make her, and the soldiers are like, make her stop!
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, she can't control it!
Yeah, she can't control it, and she's scared. Leave her alone. Like, this
Yeah.
is fine. It's fine. They start, like, the birds kind of, like, fly. A couple of them maybe hit people or something like that, and then one of the police officers who's not paying attention does have his bow drawn.
Which, why?
I don't know. It's like...
When they're pointing it just straight up, it's like, why don't you point it at Magneto?
Or put it in the air at the birds.
Yeah. But, a bird makes him loose the arrow, and it goes into the daughter and through the mother.
Yeah.
Instantly dead.
Yeah, they both die, and he runs back and grabs them, and the birds find them. The animals dissipate. He's holding her, and he is just like... And once again, absolutely amazing acting by Fassbender, who's an incredible actor.
Yeah.
And he's just completely screaming to the heavens, devastated at this horrible thing that happens, and he pulls off a metal necklace that they have around their necks, and he just holds it to them, and then finally just scream, like holding it, clutching it in his fist, lets it go, and it just
slices everybody's throat.
It zips out of his hand and goes through every single one of the soldiers, or the cops' throats, and just like they all fall down, and then he gets it. Then it just comes back to his hand, covered in blood, and he squeezes it again.
And he's like, "Is this what did I do? Is this what you want me to be?"
Yeah.
Which it was so good because this humanizes him.
Incredibly.
This is the only.
It's
one
like
of
the best scene in the whole movie. No, like arguably, it's the cream of the crop.
This is the cream of the crop. This is the cream of the crop tied with another scene, but this is plot wise the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
There's I feel like visually better scene later on.
Okay.
Ironically, kind of also with him, but not with him. But yeah, it humanizes him. It shows he's trying to listen to and follow Charles' ideology, and is continuously being taught.
Yeah, people are awful and should be destroyed.
Yeah.
Just like repeatedly.
It's so tragic.
It's incredible. That's like so. Do you remember back when X-Men Origins Wolverine came out? The whole like theory or whatever going around the rumor was that they were doing a bunch of X-Men Origin movies for other characters, and the next one was going to be Magneto. I am like 50% sure that's what was incorporated into First Class with his whole plot about hunting Nazis and everything, and Fassbender first coming into that. I think that might have been like an original script or something like that for the Magneto movie. This is why he's one of my favorite characters. He's so like, besides his like incredibly ridiculous powers, that's even more insane in modern day. It's such a crazy pathos for the character who's gone through so much awful trauma. The backstory of Magneto's kids and like everything else around them, like involved in the grander scope of Marvel stuff, is fascinating as hell. And then also just like the amazing acting of Ian McKellen, who's a fucking legend for like
Sir
almost
Ian McKellen.
yeah, Sir Ian McKellen, like almost almost a century asshole, amazing actor.
Or the same Sir Ian McKellen who got grabbed by Idris Elba, who yelled "Mistopheles!"
Oh god,
It's coming.
oh no, please
Not now, but it's someday.
Not now, please. No time soon. But yeah, just and then Michael Fassbender, who's in another like amazing top level, astounding actor, who just like always because they know how important the gravitas of this character needs to be. Mm-hmm. This plotline is like number one, and arguably the best thing about this movie. Almost, it's just like so goddamn good.
But yeah, I felt this, and especially as a parent,
absolutely, I couldn't imagine. Yeah, I couldn't imagine seeing the scene through that lens. It's insane.
It's a very good scene in a terrible movie.
Yeah,
and it's so impactful.
It's insanely well done. Like it's like almost like bizarrely compared to everything else in the movie, weird, well done. Mm-hmm. Do you want to cover the plot line of the X School or the plot line of Apocalypse before they all merge? I'll do that. I say X School.
Let's go through kind of between them here. I got my notes kind of. It's hard to tell.
Oh yeah. Well, I must have reached the entire Magneto plot. There's like 3 or 4. There's like 2 or 3 scenes. But the X School, I really, who gives a shit?
All right, so this is where Scott goes to the school, bumps into Jean Grey. Bad CG Jean Grey is also a Blah character.
Yeah, and very underutilized character.
I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or a popular opinion. The actress did this. I rarely give the actor or actress was the problem. The actress was the problem in this movie.
Sophie Turner is great in Game of Thrones.
I thought she was terrible in this.
Well, Jean Grey's a fucking boring shit character.
But
I think it's more the character and what they had nothing written for her. She had nothing going on.
I blame for once. I blame the actor.
Interesting.
I thought it was terrible.
I think she was written and directed badly because I've seen her be good in other stuff, but the character is fucking shit bad.
I will say I can so much believe that a bit because Hank was also terrible in this movie.
Yeah, he was
I
in the
thought
last
he
two
was
movies.
Yeah, he was better in those. By the way, at one point they're like, "Oh, you're human again?" It's like, "Why are you human again?" It's like, "Well, that's because the CG budget ran out,
Yeah,
and they didn't
exactly.
want to pay for makeup artists."
Yeah, he didn't want to get makeup all day or whatever.
But I think I hated this version of Beast. I don't like. I liked him. I got it in the first movie, but the fact that he keeps flip flopping, especially when you have the Kelsey Grammer version,
Yeah.
because.
He
And
was
the
a
Evolution version, where they have embraced who they are.
I love that Evolution version where like he first pops up with the New Mutants, which is like the Sunspot, Rain Sinclair, and like they're like hunting him like a Sasquatch in the forest. That's a great fucking intro for him, and it's a really cool character. But yeah, it's
He's so
underutilized and he's like whenever he fights, it looks like shit, and he's
Yeah.
just like Beast is a difficult character. And I think Beast is very difficult. You need like an Andy Serkis for Beast, 'cause, like to be like practically on all fours all the time, except for when he's doing a lab experiment. He should never be in the field fighting. I'm pretty sure in every movie they had this guy like out in the fucking field like punching people, and I'm like, that's
Yeah.
not what Beast should be doing.
yeah. He really. I mean, he is a
He's the
literal
brains.
genius.
Yeah, he's the brains of the fucking whole thing.
Yeah.
It's
Like
a very dumb choice.
yeah. I felt like, and I felt like too. Like I said, I get in the first film, he's not. The whole point of this first class is that they need to embrace who they are.
Yeah.
But he never does. He doesn't listen to any of his own advice.
He doesn't do anything practically.
Yeah.
He gives some bad pseudoscience, I guess, and explains what the fuck the jet is, but beyond that, he's like completely useless.
Yeah, I hated this version because Kelsey Grammer's version was great.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Congress in a suit, blue face and everything.
Yeah.
He did not hide who he was, and I thought that was a better version of. That was a good face for Charles to have,
Yeah.
and for the cause. It's someone who's built into this cause. We can live together, and we don't need to hide, and we don't have anything to hide. But he constantly in this movie is hiding himself.
Yeah, it's very stupid.
And then just pops up out of nowhere. Oh, I guess you forgot your medication.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Dumb.
Yeah, like almost every character is completely. I'll say this whole section in Xavier makes me realize that like in X-Men Apocalypse, the entire X-Men plot and whenever the X-Men are on screen is the least interesting, worst parts of the movie.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I think everything with Xavier and all the X-Men is very bad and uninteresting.
Yeah. It's also super dumb because when Scott shows off his power and splits a tree open, Xavier's like, "Oh, that was my favorite. I think that was my favorite tree." Blah blah.
I wrote it when I was a kid. And
Yeah,
I loved it.
and Scott's like,
In my
"Does that mean I'm
school-
expelled? I'm expelled?" And he's like, "No, the opposite. You're enrolled." But then, how can you expel someone who wasn't enrolled?
That's so stupid. A dumb gag. It was a dumb, unfunny joke.
That was so dumb. It made no sense.
The next night, I guess Jean, like while Apocalypse is awakening, she like has a weird like dream or whatever, and she like sees a future in a crazy weird dumb red filter, like about the end of the world or whatever.
Which was so never explained. It was just like awkward cuts.
Well, how and why would she possibly see the future?
Well, isn't it? I don't know.
That's not an aspect of her fucking powers. She's not Destiny. No, that's not how anything works. But then eventually they're like, "Oh, what was that? We got to go find out what it is." And then he goes Cerebro. But then we can cut back to the Apocalypse plot.
Oh, yes, by the way, he goes in the room. Did it feel rapey? It felt rapey while he's sitting over her. He's watching her sleep,
Xavier?
and it says in the subtitles, it said moaning, grunts. It's not sus at all.
Oh god, yeah, he's very sus.
Also, Xavier is telling her this is more than it's just a dream, when he clearly knows it's more than a dream, and she should know that it's more than a dream because she is more powerful than Xavier, even if she can't control
Also, the
it.
whole planet, they think like, "Oh, the whole planet's shaking. Is that her?" And it's like, no, it's not her. She's just being affected by something going on.
Right. It's like, clearly this is not just a dream. Also, like, he lives among mutants, so pretty sure that Xavier knows what it's like to deal with this mental stuff.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But
yeah, the scene was really rapey to me. It really did. And this is one of the problems I had.
Like a creep.
This is one of the problems I had with Xavier, is that he feels
It's just James McAvoy
overly
being a weirdo.
horny.
I think that's probably what was that movie with James McAvoy was like a weird fucking like sex creep. He's played a couple of them. Like that may be just James McAvoy's energy of being a weirdo.
I thought he felt like he felt like overly horny. because So before all that happens, we cut to like Cairo or whatever, or Egypt,
Yeah.
and Moira
Taggart. Yeah.
yeah, she from the first film is somehow hard badass, able to easily break into some super cult group.
Yeah. An underground pyramid that some crazy cult is worshiping at.
And of course, no one. This is apparently this cult's been on for this.
It has to at least have been like 2,000 plus years. So.
Exactly. So
I think they
2,000
say, like,
years.
At some point they say like 5,000 or so.
Well, no, they say tens of thousands
of
years
thousands,
ago.
yeah.
3,600 BC to 2,000 and something.
Yeah.
That is at most 6,000 years, not even.
Don't think about it too much, I guess. It's so stupid.
But math isn't that hard.
they see like millions and like they're all over the fucking place. It's dumb.
No one thought in those 2,000 years to try putting sunlight on this thing. They're like, oh, we can't let this gold
didn't hit the pyramid for the last
2,000 years.
Yeah,
but the one time she happens to find it, she leaves it open and it hits directly on.
And charges up the weird magic thing that's never explained.
Which, yeah, how the fuck does it activate?
Who knows?
And yeah, it's felt all over the world when he wakes up, which how and why.
How and why, yeah, he's not that powerful. I mean, like,
and it's not
this
that
version
deep.
of Apocalypse is not that powerful.
And it's not that deep into the world. It's not like, you know, it's are you up to date on One Piece in the manga?
Not up to date, not all the way. Don't say
1050 is fucking good.
I'll get there.
You need to fucking hurry the hell up.
I'll get there before we start our One Piece podcast. But yeah, it's not that deep.
Well, to be fair, that could be tomorrow or like 3 years from now.
Whenever I post this, probably.
that my statement still stands.
Exactly. But yeah, like they activate the pyramid. All the cultists get crushed by rocks, as everyone loves having happen in this stupid movie. Apocalypse wakes up. He's young Oscar Isaac now, and he looks around like, "Oh, what the hell's going on?" But somehow that one psychic mutant's barrier or whatever lasted for like thousands and thousands and thousands of years, I guess.
Well, I thought the way that the rocks fell.
But also, there was still like an aura of energy around, wasn't there?
There was not that part of the sun gold bullshit.
Weird magic that's not explained. Also, I love how
I thought he was
unintentionally
doing that.
Spoilers for Eternals. The aesthetic of the pyramids, like weird, like gold tech, whatever, did look similar to the actual makeup of the Eternals.
I mean,
that would have been fun. Actually, it's probably from comics, but still.
I was gonna say that was probably just coincidental.
120% coincidental, but it still looks cool.
But yeah, after that happens, Xavier, when he goes to Cerebro and he finds where the cause of this was, and he finds Moira there. It's like, oh, it's Moira. And so he reads her mind. Oh, no. He can see her there, and it's like, oh, she's going to an investigation committee to tell them. Why doesn't he just read her? He's like, I gotta go and meet her. Why doesn't he just read her mind now?
There's no reason for him to go confront her about it, yeah.
Yeah, he can literally... He knows she's going there, so
because he's a horny creep who wants to, like... I think that the whole, like, not even gag or joke about it, but, like, the whole aspect of him being, like, a weird, horny weirdo, and this is just to, like, give him something to do, I guess. Because otherwise he's just, like, you know, wheeling around, Professor reacting to everything happening around him. It's just for, like, another bad, dumb, unfunny joke sequence of him just being, like... Havik's like, oh, were you spying on her? He's like, no, well, I mean, yes, I was spying on her. I'm a creep. But, like, it's just... It's very inexplicable. They go to the CIA. They
we are missing a few.
Are we going to cover... Yeah, but
this is where... So Moira leaves. Well, Apocalypse gets up, and I thought he looked stupid in this.
I thought he looked alright.
Honestly, I think he looks terrible, because he looks overly bulky, and just... He looks like
he's supposed to be like a huge, gigantic.
But he looks stiff.
Yeah, he has too much stuff on. Yeah, well, that's what you get when you go with practical effects. He would look better if he was a big old CG freak.
See, no, I think that was just bad special effects. Because, like, I had the same problem with Nemesis and
Nemesis looked alright.
He looked good, but he did have a little of that bulk.
He was incredibly stiff, yeah.
And I feel like and that was also a lot less. Like, that was used a lot less comparatively than the main character of this.
Yeah.
And I felt like this version of Apocalypse or whatever, like I say, he doesn't feel big. He just feels stiff.
Yeah. Exactly.
He doesn't feel like he is this powerful being. Because the only time he gets any kind of power from him is when he's CG'd.
Yeah, that's when he's the best.
Yeah, it's...
They probably would have been better off just keeping...
But that was when it's a full CG, not like a CG makeup. It is a full... He's either bulky, stiff, you know... I'm gonna talk,
Yeah.
in weird voices, or he's
Oscar Isaac in his weird voices.
well, I don't even know if it's him. It's fucking weird effects they put on it.
Yeah.
Or he's a complete CG version in a CG scene using CG powers against a CG version of another character.
That's when it looks the best, I think.
Yeah.
But he wanders around Cairo for a little bit, seeing all the weird technology because he's been frozen for thousands of years. He's like, what the hell is that? What's
and
this?
He happens to find Storm.
Yeah, he
and then
runs into Storm.
she happens to get caught on the same day
Using
that
her
he
powers
wakes.
in the middle of a gigantic thing with him staring directly at her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone catches her, and he brutal, there's some bad ways to die in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like being suffocated in a wall like that. Well, I think he was something fully suffocated. Like he could breathe through his nose.
No, he had a little bit of his face sticking out, but he just left that guy there.
Yeah, that's one of the worst ways. That's one of the
He
worst
does,
ways.
this is when we get into Apocalypse's power set, which is, if you like Wikipedia Apocalypse,
does anything he wants in this movie.
Yeah, no, you feel like Wiki's Apocalypse power set. It's just you'll see a paragraph of 2-word phrases of just anything he wants: size manipulation, energy projection, energy absorption, telekinesis, telepathy, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's just he's an insurmountable near omnipotent mutant. Just through in this series we reveal how he gets powered, but originally it is celestial technology, and it's just he is capable of doing anything. He's capable of destroying anybody. He fucking flicks his hand and 7 guys' heads fall the fuck off from a fucking dust blade. And he fucking wipes his hands again. A guy gets fused into a wall. Another guy fucking could just explode. It's okay, well then there's nothing you could do with this guy because he's just unbeatable. What the fuck are they gonna do?
Exactly, and it really is, but it's not this is a power level we're growing to, or we've seen someone can grow to.
Yeah, no, there's he's just insurmountably impossible right now. He goes back with Storm to her base or whatever, and he's just absorbs some TV, and he's like, this world needs to be, and he says, in the ancient Egyptian cleanse. And she's just what? He's just saved.
That was dumb too.
There's no reason to lie to her.
Because later on he's just straight up honest about it. So why the fuck isn't he honest with her about it now?
Yeah, but he's he's following the news, finding out about nuclear weapons and how far mankind's have come. He's the weak have inherited the earth. What the hell's going on? And it's just before even during your time, mutants were still an incredibly small amount of population of the planet. You only had 4 of them, I think, in your whole retinue of the whole city.
Yeah, it's not mutants. Well, he was in control apparently, because we go to the CIA like you were saying.
Yeah,
and Xavier somehow was able. Not somehow. He's able to get in, no problem.
Obviously.
But he has a bunch of Freudian slips.
Yeah, he's just a horny freak around Moira.
Yeah, he's supposed to be one of the smartest individuals in all of Marvel, and he just accidentally throwing out these Freudian slips.
Nice to be on top of you. I mean, nice to meet you. It's just bad crowd. Also, I'm pretty sure, did Bryan Singer write this movie? Because
yes.
He's a fucking...
Well, I know
he's a fucking convicted sex creep as well, so...
Well, that explains it. He probably wrote Xavier's lines from experience.
Yeah, his fucking weird shit. But it's just he meets her, they go over, his name is Ensabanur, he's, from this time period, he jumps...
They say his name?
I believe so. They don't know him as Apocalypse. No one calls him that.
You know what I think it was, though? Is I got... Because she asks, well, how did you get into my office? Because it's in the middle of the CIA. He's like, I have level 5 clearance. And then she goes into the monologue about
it was a job. I thought he psychicked everybody to shut up and ignore him or whatever.
He did.
Yeah.
But then he says, I have level 5 clearance, and that works to get her to tell him everything.
Yeah, dumb. But then they mentioned the 4 horsemen, and he has maybe the first mutant, which has been deconfirmed in comics.
This is where she says tens of thousands of years.
Yeah.
Tens of thousands. No, because tens of thousands is at least 10,000, and 3600 BC to 2010s at this time. No, it was 2080s.
Yeah,
it was in the 20s, 1980s. Because fuck Reagan, you saw a picture of him in this. Fuck Reagan.
Well, even in the last
second
movie,
most dangerous president. Well, up there of the top 3 most dangerous presidents.
They were dealing with Nixon during the last movie, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
That's another dangerous president. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, American history, what do you do?
There's him, there's Reagan, there was George H.W. Bush, or George W. Bush.
Both of them.
The one that they got elected when we were in the 2010, after Clinton.
W?
That was W, that's right. H.W. was his father. And then, of course, the sycophant tyrant who's trying to destroy our democracy still, Donald Trump. Fuck him.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
just
all bad people.
straight up say it.
Well, they're awful people and they're always anti-mutants. So what are you gonna do? Literally, JFK was like trying to like help mutants, and then like his assassination happened, and then all the shitty presidents after, everyone the presidents after him fucked up and made it worse for mutants every time.
Oh, look at that! It's like there's politics in comics all the time.
It's almost like they're pieces of shit, and everyone knows it, and everyone's known it since the 70s.
Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, piece of shit. But like, yeah, they say we gotta stop him, and then what the fuck happens?
He creates multiple ends of the earth. She says he's caused the end of the earth or end of the world multiple times.
Yeah.
How?
Don't think about it too much.
God damn it!
Actually, there's a really cool scene. Well, I'm about to say I don't want to. I don't want to get into the comic like thing right now, but like right now in the comics when they like finally once again for the umpteenth time mutants have made their own nation and everything. The X-Men have pretty much like consolidated all the mutants and just saying we're getting the fuck away from all humanity. But to do that they've gone to a ton of their past villains like Sebastian Shaw, like Magneto, like Mr. Sinister, and even Apocalypse is like in on this plan to like get the mutants the fuck away from humans finally. And there's some really cool sequences where like they're like we're a nation now, we have all these abilities, we have all these like super powerful medications that can make people live forever and cure any kind of mental disease. They have all these incredible cool stuff going on. And Apocalypse is just like right there with them, like going into fucking Senate meetings, being like, "Yeah, man, I'm here too. Fuck humans." And then like there's a really cool sequence when they're like, "We know how bad humans are because you always destroy your planet. Just look at like ancient Babylon and look at the fucking plague and all this." And it's like, "How do you guys know this?" And Apocalypse is like, "I did that stuff. That was me in the past. I did that." It's just like, so don't fuck with us, bye. And then just like fuck off with them. But like, yeah, Apocalypse he destroys several times, but like this movie's so badly written. Read the comics. Apocalypse is amazing in the comics.
I would believe it because I think that was the problem is that they assumed that people coming in knew who Apocalypse was.
Yeah, they didn't explain that. They literally didn't explain anything except for
They barely called him Apocalypse and barely called him.
They called him Inseminole the entire time. No one. I
only heard it once.
Yeah, they
I watched this movie with subtitles.
they never really named him, but you're supposed to just know, I guess. What the fuck happens plot-wise after they talk to Moira?
So that's when the whole him learning scene happened. Then is the Caliban scene.
Caliban and Psylocke, yeah.
Yes.
Caliban's fun. This is one of three or possibly four actors that have played Caliban in the Fox X-Men series.
Oh shit, I did not know that.
It's ridiculous. They don't have no consistency in their fucking movies.
So his power is he knows...
He can find, I believe he can like find where people are, like pseudo like Cerebro. He can like help find where people are.
Like he knows where
he can sense where mutants are. Yeah, he can sense where mutants are.
So, and they very vaguely.
They don't hit that because his he has those two psychic weirdos.
Yeah, that's the confusing part. That's because I thought
he
was.
Yeah, they found out, but his power is he can sense mutants. Yeah.
So he knows where the mutants are, but they know where the mutants are as well.
They didn't.
Outside of it,
dude, they didn't explain.
Don't think about it.
They didn't explain their powers. Fuck you for thinking too much.
By the way, Olivia. See, every time I see Olivia Munn, I just think about G4 from back in the day.
Of course,
Attack of the Show and X-Play.
100%. That's what anyone thinks.
MXC. That's where MXC used to air. It was on G4.
The best looking series.
God damn you! Like what? We have all these streaming services. We have all these streaming services, and there's not a G4 Plus. I need a G4 Plus.
There's that new D4 channel on YouTube stuff that they're doing now with the team and like sets and the shows and everything. There's current G4 right now.
That's on YouTube though. I need I will pay $5 a month for a G4 like streaming service where they release the fucking X-Play every day and Attack of the Show every other day. Wasn't Chris Hardwick or someone on that with them?
He was on there he was one of the temper hosts. Like, there are a lot of, if you go back and look at it, like, you'd be surprised at the amount of people who are like went on to continue to do stuff like that, who were like temp hosts on G4 when they were like switching out people after Kevin Pereira. Kevin Pereira was back. Adam Sessler is still doing stuff, and it's on the new show. It's
like that was such good because it was so both informational and fun.
Yeah, it's still
G4 was such great too.
I haven't saw I hear good stuff about the new series though. So.
I almost want to watch. I really want to watch that because G4 was.
They're still informative.
It was giving video games a voice.
Yeah, it was.
We don't get that.
Well, I'm about to say, like, I've seen that, Adam Sessler is still on his shit. He fucking shit all over Kingdom Hearts 3, which was very funny. But he's still, like, he's 100% still the exact same tone of his, like, angry old man greatness.
He was always
entertaining. G4 is wonderful, but that's a movie to talk about this fucking ridiculous movie. What the fuck happens after the CIA?
So Caliban. So Caliban.
Oh, Caliban, yeah.
Caliban talks about Eric at one point.
Yeah.
Because Mystique brings Nightcrawler.
Yeah, Mystique shows up.
With Nightcrawler. And Caliban's like, oh, I just heard about your, Eric on the news. He should know where Eric was.
They never explain it. He never does
also,
properly.
If he wanted to make money, he could have turned Eric in so long ago.
He's helping mutants. I think he's helping mutants escape and stuff.
He was all about money.
Yeah,
He didn't give a fuck about mutants. He wanted the money.
Yeah, Caliban likes what Caliban likes, whatever. It's a really, really weird, dumb scene, but like Mystique's like, I'm gonna take you somewhere safe, and then I'm gonna go after Eric.
And then it cuts back to the mansion, and the Hanks gets called a professor. He's like, I'm not a professor.
Who says that?
Someone says that to Hank. Someone says like professor to Hank. He's like, I'm not a professor.
He is a professor.
Does he have multiple PhDs?
I think he was already graduated like when they met him in first class, wasn't he? He was already like a
pretty much,
person.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Mystique. They talk about Eric again. It's like he's too far gone. You can't go after him. We got to worry about this Apocalypse guy. Mystique,
Oh yeah.
join the team
I wrote, why are we getting Scott/Jean garbage? Boo, lame.
Yeah, more of their bullshit.
They were so. Oh yeah, here it is. Team Angst is lame. Scott has been there for 2 days, and he's already. I'm too cooped up. We gotta get out of here and have a jailbreak.
That would have been it. Remember that episode of speaking back about Avalanche. Remember that episode of X-Men Evolution where like Avalanche tried to join the X-Men for a bit and he wanted to be like hang with them to be like a good guy, and then Kitty, Kurt, a couple of other people kept going on joyrides to the mall. It was like a plot line in Evolution for like a long time of them just like them fucking around and Lance trying to like, okay guys, come on, chill out, and he keeps getting blamed for it by Scott because Scott's a fucking dickhead. But then like that was like exactly the setup. I would have loved to see a scene. Also, this is where we finally see fucking Jubilee, a major beloved fan favorite character from X-Men, has like no lines and no dialogue or does nothing.
She just looks like Jubilee.
Yeah, just dressed like the fucking first episode is like literally her at a mall in that fucking same outfit that she's always in. She has like nothing to do in this movie.
Did she show up again in this
She
movie?
never does. No, she's in a couple scenes from now, you see her like fucking disappear, and that's it. She's out of the movie. But that would have been a cool sequence, seeing Kurt, Scott, and Jean and Jubilee at a mall in the '80s. That would have been a fun.
It could have been interesting.
What an interesting idea.
Scott was like, "Oh, this got a jailbreak. I'm too busy being cooped up. Hey, new guy, you want to join?" You know,
and
it's
then,
like he's brand new and he's already got a gang and he's already the popular kid that he didn't want
he's
to be in
eventually going
his
to be the
school.
leader forever because
And
could shut up. I don't know.
They run away to the mall, and then it cuts to Angel. Then Apocalypse.
During the Caliban, so we completely forgot. No, Caliban eventually goes. Oh god,
that's later.
Apocalypse
on.
eventually goes to Caliban and sees Psylocke and is just like, "You're a mutant helping mutants. You can help me find more mutants. I need to find more powerful mutants." And then Psylocke does her stupid energy blade thing, which is very unthreatening. And then
he just is like makes it a little
I'm gonna
bit
make you
pinker,
powerful, and it gets a little bit pinker. Yeah.
And then she just leaves.
And then they leave. I'll help you find more mutants.
And I know where to find one.
Look, what a fucking useless mutant to go find.
And then they go find Angel, who, again, I thought he looked cool at this point.
This is a very cool
this point he's
sequence.
shirtless,
Drunk,
his wings...
his wing was destroyed by Kurt in the fight, by running it.
Yeah, he's drinking, he looks battered and beaten, and he looks, I think, overall, like a great
It's a very punk
aesthetic.
scene. Yeah, it's a very punk scene.
Yeah. And then Apocalypse shows up with his band of idiots.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he's like... And then all of a sudden, Apocalypse kind of, his eyes glow white, and there's some real fucking body horror in this scene.
Yeah. This is an insanely cool scene where he gets this giant, like, fucking album. This 100% was like, the whole idea behind it is like, we're gonna make him look a cool album cover of Metal Wings. It's a really cool sequence where his wings, like all the feathers fall off, and they're with metal feathers.
And like you see, he has another.
Yeah, it's like a pair pops out of his
rips
back.
out of his back. Like it's body horror.
It's a really long, crazy sequence of like just a really cool ass scene of him getting some giant, cool ass metal wings that shoot metal feathers.
Yeah, shoots metal feathers. I will say though, I think he looks stupider like this. I think he looked better with the bird wings than he does with this.
Yeah.
I think this version of him, I even wrote, it makes him look lamer than with the bird wings.
Yeah, it's I think it's an okay look or whatever. I mean, I hate Angel in this movie, but it's,
I liked up until this point. I thought he was interesting,
cool,
and now he's
personality and all that. But I just didn't like the character or anything that he did in this movie.
He loses his character after it.
Yeah, he's a completely useless weirdo idiot.
Yeah.
What the fuck happens after that?
Then they go find. I wrote Apocalypse is a dick. Stop Eric. Take his. Oh, that's right. Eric goes back to the facility plant.
Yeah.
After
this is a funny sequence, kind of.
This scene actually kind of pissed me off. So he's like, everyone's like,
I was kind to you all.
I was nice to you all, and
all.
someone turned me in here. He's about to get his revenge. Apocalypse just shows up.
And he's just like, you can't stop me from killing these people. I don't know who you are.
And he just waves his hand. They all instantly fall to the floor.
Yeah,
and they've got like arms like twitching and legs, which was pretty terrible. But fuck Apocalypse. Eric was about to get revenge on these guys for killing his family, and you took it away from him.
It was just for a stupid gag. It was a gag about like him being like, I'm going to do something awful. Don't try to stop me, whoever you are. And he's just like, I don't care. It's blam. They're all dead. And he's just like, oh. what a fun gag during a fucking uncathartic revenge sequence that could have been good.
Right?
But he walks in and just like ruins Eric's whole cool ass great plot line.
And then he gets wine and dined. If you think about it, the others all get like the taste of power. Just he straight up is like, oh, you have extra power now. You didn't even ask for it. But with Eric, he's like, oh, you need to join me. Feel the power in the ground and the earth.
Yeah, how did he know all of that he would like care about that place, Auschwitz, and all that?
I don't know. Because he's not psychic. We established that. Even though he is. Don't think about it.
Yeah.
But he's like, why does he have to, why can't he just be like, hey, now you can control whatever you want. You don't need any, like, talk up, because you'll feel the extra power that I just give you, because I just give away my powers.
When he taps into the Earth's electromagnetic field or whatever is what he's technically doing, I suppose.
Yeah.
But like, this is also very. He takes him to Auschwitz. This is a very controversial scene. I remember even when the movie was first coming out, it's very controversial what he does. When he completely just decimates the entire camp facility, which is a very insane looking thing. But people were very upset that he destroyed the Auschwitz. Like it's like a historical thing, and people were like, that's not good. And that wouldn't be good for a survivor to do that. And it was just like, it was a whole weird controversy when the movie came out. I remember.
I didn't really thought about that.
Yeah. Some people were like, that's an awful thing for him to destroy that because it's like a symbol for how bad people can be, and
but he could argue.
But he's also a survivor, and that should be what he wants. If he wants to do that, that's entirely for him to say. Like this was awful, and you guys should remember this. And also, what the fuck I'm about to do to you too? It's just like,
I mean, that was such a traumatic place to him, because that was the exact place he was.
Exactly. This fictional character was from there and went through it and knows best of all. You people saying this should be a historical thing, but he's like, no, I want it gone, and they should be like, okay, man, whatever you want. Like, right,
like this wasn't like it would. I could see where it'd be worse. It was some random Nazi camp, whatever. But this was the exact place where his powers were formed, and he saw his mother for the last time.
Out of all human evil, and he the most suffering of his entire life, and he's just like he wants to get rid of it. That shouldn't have been an issue, but it was a really, really insane sequence of just saying how powerful he is now, and he could just fucking entirely decimate this entire fucking place.
Yep, and he deserves much better than just being a side piece to Apocalypse.
I also don't want him to be the fucking villain, though.
Yeah, but Eric deserves to be better. Like this character from this point on, basically, Eric is trash. Like, everything that was built up to this moment is completely thrown out the door.
10 out of 10 intro sequence, fucking entire plot line, which is like I said, filmed tonally, musically, acting-wise, was so outside of the rest of this entire fucking movie, on another level. That was a fucking insane drama that was being filmed, separately from this fucking goofy bullshit happening everywhere else. And then it just completely undermined for the rest of the movie from this point on.
Yeah. It's the equivalent of, in a football game, you get a pick six on the first play, and then you score a massive touchdown, and then for the rest of the game, you do nothing.
Yeah,
that's literally what it's like.
If it was this movie, I just fucking repeatedly said for a whole hour, I hate that whenever he's the villain. But if everything that happened beforehand, if this was an earlier Magneto fucking solo movie or whatever. If everything that happened in that first half, he went back to that factory and you see, fucking killed everyone in the most brutal way possible, and then just, followed him to going to Auschwitz himself, realizing the full potential of his powers, tapping into the Earth's electromagnetic field himself, and doing that, and then, that would have been, an incredible movie and sequence and, really cool
It would have made sense, too, that Apocalypse came to him, and then is I don't even, and he could see the others could be like, oh, you're going to bless him? He's like, I don't need to, if Apocalypse, I don't need to bless him.
Yeah.
But he's already at his full potential.
And understands, how awful humans are. Also, we forgot there's a sequence, as you know, I think this is happening in a bit where, where Apocalypse takes all the missiles away and shit.
That's coming up, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Magneto was so good in this, and, every single, Fassbender's fucking amazing in every movie that he's in.
Yes, he was great. And I will blame the Jean Grey actress. I don't blame Fassbender at all for this later on.
He's he literally the pun intended levitate elevates this movie to a whole nother level every scene he's in.
Yeah.
Even when he's shitty from the rest of this movie on. What the fuck happened? Is it finally go back to...
Then we go to Quicksilver. Now we get the Quicksilver
stuff. Oh, no, wait. It's, we completely are trying to ignore all the X-Men stuff, but after Eric's taken, they cut back to the X-Men at the X-Mansion, and they're like, we gotta find where everybody is. We're gonna find where Eric is.
Well, no.
It's before that, because, they're scanning around, and this is when they find Eric, and he's like, what are you doing, Eric? And then he's just like, Charles, what are you doing here? And then Apocalypse is just like, ooh, someone psychic is doing something psychic. And
Oh
then
yeah,
taps it.
I think they show Quicksilver learning about him, and that's why he's gonna show up.
Yeah, so he killed everybody, including his daughter.
And then you had Jean and them. They were walking out of a Star Wars movie, and they're like, everyone knows that the third one is the worst, which they were throwing clearly showing shade at X3.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. But this was the third film in this reboot trilogy.
Yep.
Did they not catch that?
Was that a joke at themselves? I can't imagine they were that self-conscious about it. Oh, so stupid. But yeah, this is when finally he finds Eric and says, "Oh, what are you doing? You just did a huge fucking destroyed Auschwitz. What the fuck's going on?" And then Apocalypse, even though he's not psychic, does somehow reverse psychic into fucking Charles.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
control.
I did another thing. They walk in before they walk into Cerebro. Someone asks like, "Oh, you based it on? You know what you based it on? You know, the color on?" And Hank's like, "Well, I based the color on so and so." It's like you based it on him. He's also blue, and that's why it's blue or something. I don't know what.
I assume Mystique. I assume because she's also fucking blue.
Oh yeah.
It's a very prominent mutation for some reason.
Yeah, and before that's when they get their new costumes and it gets all cyberpunky.
Yeah.
Which again, I think they all look terrible.
Yeah, I think the yellow and black X outfits they have in Dark Phoenix are all right, but it's like
I haven't seen.
call
Those.
back
I'm
to
talking
the
about
original
the Horsemen. They get their costumes.
He's like fucking making them outfits, and that's when like he psychics to
Yeah.
Magneto, and Magneto psychics back through Apocalypse and stuff.
Yeah, but it's
he's
dumb.
Like, he's like making them new outfits. Like, what the fuck power is that?
It's some kind of matter manipulation.
Yeah, he's meta manipulation. Like he's a.
But also, why does he give them such shitty outfits? They all look terrible.
They all like
They all look
cool
gross.
aesthetic. His fucking
Storm looks. I would say Storm looks all right.
well, because fucking
Because Storm has an iconic look.
Yeah, it's literally the iconic.
And I
80s
love her.
comic
She's got a
look.
mohawk too.
It's the iconic '80s Storm look, which is like a covers of tons and tons of books back when she was dating Thor. But it's but yeah.
That's a spider on a beer bottle there.
Oh, we got a spider beer. We got a beer spider. We'll take care of that. But while he's doing that, what the fuck? They psychic back, and he's just like, no
Now
more
it's trapped under there
humans.
or dead. I don't know.
We'll find out. We'll find out at the end of the podcast, everybody.
No, we're not. I'm gonna leave that where it's at for another several months.
I'm starting life there. But yeah, he's like, no more weapons, no more humans, no more nations.
Yeah, somehow he takes over Charles' mind, even though he's not psychic and everything.
Amplifies Charles somehow too.
And the entire world, the entirety of the world is just stops.
I think it's specifically going after military people. Like
I thought it was everybody.
So we have people in suits and outfits like military government people. I think is what.
See, I thought he went
supposed to be. But yeah.
Well, how does he do that then if he's not psychic?
I think. Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
know.
Like I said, he somehow backtraces through Magneto to control Xavier. He's not psychic, and amplify Xavier and control Xavier. How is he doing that when he's not psychic?
I don't know.
fucking idea.
Don't think about it.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. But yeah, he controls him, and he just. I love this scene too. This is probably one of my top scenes.
And then he has everyone in every nation fire nukes straight up into space, which. Would that work? And also,
they'd be incredibly dangerous.
I would say
there's tons of satellites up. Oh, I guess by now.
There's satellites.
This is the 80s though. So.
But still, there's also the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And these missiles are not designed. I'm sure these missiles are not designed to go up through the atmosphere into space.
Yeah, no, probably not.
I get the hemisphere stuff, but they should not be able to get through that because they're not retrograded or whatever the material. So they should explode and cause nuclear fallout across the entire world. And also, if Apocalypse is going to destroy the entirety of the world with whatever, why not just nuke everybody right then and there?
Because he has a cooler plan to destroy the fucking world, which he's about to do.
Which is using someone else's power!
Yeah.
The fuck?
It's
dumb.
Yeah, this movie's very stupid, but that's why I love it so much. It's very fun.
And then that's when, they break. Then Havoc destroys the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Apocalypse shows up down in the X place.
Magneto just is like, and
steals Charles.
Yeah.
And Havoc tries to shoot
Kidnaps
them as they teleport away.
He just blasts their jet like an idiot and blows up.
He blasts a generator thing.
Yeah, like a weird nuclear generator on the fucking X-Jet.
And this is one of my favorite scenes. This scene is great.
Yeah, with Quicksilver.
Yes, it's another Quicksilver slow down as he does everything scene.
Yeah.
With a fun music track.
It's very, very cool. And the fucking...
Also, this
Evan
movie...
Peters is amazing. He's the fucking best.
This, unlike The Flash, did not have the creepy...
Staring at a
stroke
girl.
your face, stroke the random girl I'd never met scene.
Yeah, like freaking put a hot dog in my pocket. But it's just like
this is a great scene. He just
it's very funny and very very cool. It's a really really fun scene.
Yep, saves everybody.
Yeah.
As the mansion is blowing up.
It's a very cool sequence. Although they definitely look it up if you have the chance. Him just like getting throwing everyone out the windows, protecting everyone, getting everyone, saving dogs and fish and everything else. Just being a fucking awesome ass dude during just seeing the progression of the explosion through the building is also very cool too.
Yeah, it was nice. It was like really cool to see how his powers worked, in that moment, and
It was very cool.
and on a bigger scale than the first time. Like it was the good escalation of it.
Yeah, the first movie was just like a room, and this is like an entire really fun sequence. I think it was like people were saying like, "Oh, it's redundant." They did it again, but I like this. It was very cool.
Yeah, this also had more stakes than I felt like too. Even
Yeah,
Like-
honestly, because because it wasn't just like them being like aimed at. It was like, what was it? Was Wolverine with them in that sequence?
no, it was
was
Charles,
just-
or
it was-
maybe but it was Charles and
Xavier?
Magneto.
Okay, yeah.
But it was like they were about to get hit, so yeah, to save him. But it was like he easily could have just been like floop with the bullets,
Yeah, exactly.
and Magneto could have done stuff, but then he did all his fun things.
Or if Charles could have just actually, I think the whole point was that like Charles was deactivated power wise at that moment,
Oh yeah, he didn't have his.
and then but Wolverine would have been fine. But like it was whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
It was a very cool. It was cool the first time. I liked this one a lot.
Yeah, this is an awesome scene.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no rapey vibes either.
Because Charles was frozen.
Because fuck the Justice League.
Oh really? Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck
'cause
that
of the
movie.
Flash.
And fuck you for making me watch it.
Whatever. This movie's also fun.
You're my best friend, but fuck you.
This is a fun bad movie too. Definitely.
No, it's
Oh come
not.
on, yeah, that's fun sequences of powers. What the fuck? Oh yeah, after Flash, after
Oh,
Quicksilver saves them all.
Yeah, okay. Oh, this is where it starts pissing me off even more.
Yeah, this is very stupid.
So somehow, seconds after this all happens, Stryker shows back up, and they're able to and of course they knock out everybody
Yeah,
with
so they have,
sonic guns
it's the fucking 80s, but then they have like a super fucking sonic gun that knocks everyone unconscious.
immediately.
Yeah, very dumb.
And then he's like, I want this one, and I want this main character, and that main character, and of course this main character.
Yeah.
And then just leaves the rest of the mutants.
yeah, a bunch of
Why
kids
would he
just
ever
leave
do
some-
that?
He would literally take every single one of those kids and like experiment on them forever.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
He's
very
a
stupid.
fucking narcissist dumb shit.
Yeah, he's a fucking psycho freak.
Also, how's there still an hour left?
How's it what?
This is where on the time where I had to stop because Kurt, Jean, and Scott, of fucking course.
Oh, and then this is when Jubilee just disappears from the movie.
Yeah, she's gone.
She was with them in the car when they walked up to the mansion and then saw Stryker take them, but she just disappears right out of the movie.
Yep.
Out of
And
it.
they teleport into a helicopter. Somehow they go into that electrical field with no powers, and they can't use their powers anymore.
Yeah. I think teleport
But
into a
Mystique is-
fucking fence.
Through a fence. But how do they get into it?
And also, it's just electric. Like, why? She's like, oh, I can't use my psychic powers. Why? There's not an anti-psychic device.
Does that mean Scott can take his glasses off too?
Yeah.
He should be able to.
Or the people would bounce off of the fucking electric fence. Like, what the fuck? That's another very lazy writing thing.
It's so dumb. It
It's
makes no
incredibly
sense.
stupid, yeah.
Oh god,
It's dumb as shit.
so yeah, this is where as they had forced Kurt religion at this point, just randomly forced into that.
Yeah, that's like the one aspect.
Which
about
I
that
get why
character.
he is it,
It's
but
the
they
whole point of
didn't-
that character is that he's
But they
super
just put it
religious.
in randomly like this.
Like, oh yeah, in case the one other thing everybody knows about him is that he's also religious. Okay, there's that now. Going on, like Kurt hasn't had anything to do except for until this point in the fucking movie.
But like in X2 when you meet him, like he talks about his scars. Like I do it for every sin I commit. Like there's a reason to his design, and there's a reason to his, and they show the religion part as part of his character, not just something.
Yeah, it's actually utilized much better in the X2. But X is like one of the best fucking X-Men movies.
But yeah, as they're going flying, that's when I stopped last night. Like I need to wake up early in the morning last night because I worked today, and I'm like, I don't want to watch any more of this movie. I want to go to bed, and I know how. And I'm like, how is there an hour left of this? I can't sit through another hour.
Yeah.
I can't suffer anymore. So, and then when I started up today, the window was open and the sun was on the TV. I'm like, I joked to my wife. I was like, should I just leave the window open so the glare is hitting the TV and I can't see that much of the movie?
But we have a fucking great sequence coming up now. It's fucking
A great sequence.
Yeah,
Great sequence.
the God, what the fuck? Oh yeah, I want to just like speed through this whole fucking Weapon X facility sequence.
By the way,
The-
those three stowaways didn't cause the helicopter to have
They didn't
issues.
see them and oh, she's like to make them invisible or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean,
Also, how'd she do that?
I don't fucking know.
How'd she do that?
Don't think about it.
I know, right?
But they didn't see her on the helicopter. But
Yeah.
then they happen to still be like invisible when it goes down. Why would they turn it off until they got her?
I don't think the field was I think, like, as dumb and stupid as it is, I think it's just the fact that there was an electric fence somehow stopped her from controlling their minds, but she still was able to do it and make themselves invisible. It's completely just lazy bad writing. There's no excuse for anything that happened.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's just bad.
But I was saying the three of them on a helicopter, like, aren't helicopters like weighted to only hold so many people or so much equipment?
Dude, they didn't figure out how powers work. They're not gonna fucking worry about the physics of actual fucking helicopters for a second.
This is where I wrote, by the way, too, that we get Apocalypse for a minute, and this is where he has the normal voice, and then he'll have like the Legion voice of like 5 people talking at the same time.
Yeah. When he's talking to
Was it Eric or-
Charles. They have Charles all
yeah.
standing around like a fucking album cover all over like some random hit rocks. It's not
Faith plus one.
Yeah, literally Faith plus one thing. The main characters, except for Charles, wake up in the stupid Weapon X thing with Stryker saying, everyone heard, all the weapons fired and the energy came from fucking Charles. What happened? Tell us. And they're like, we don't know, dude. Fuck you. And this is when Jean and Scott and Nightcrawler sneak around Weapon X for a while, making themselves invisible from people until they find Wolverine. Yay.
Well, there's also the whole there's a MacGuffin, by the way. They're hiding whatever, and then a door. You see a door. There's a big like weaponized jet thing. And she's like, "Oh, that could be our way out of here." And then the door closes. It's like, how convenient that he looked over and saw it at that very moment.
Yeah, very stupid.
I wonder if that's gonna come back and play.
No, it's unimportant. This movie's impeccably written.
And then. Quicksilver says straight up, like, I went to find Matt because Quicksilver's like,
my dad, yeah.
Yeah, my name's my dad. I went to that house to find him. Why? How? What? No, that makes stupid.
It doesn't make any sense. No.
And then Xavier talks to the whole world because Apocalypse empowers him to do it, but doesn't actually. He's like, oh, you're a conduit of my power.
Yeah. Also,
What?
I think at some point he explains that he can shield himself and others from
He
psychic
does.
control, but he's not psychic. But how's he able to do that, but not like project out psychic abilities?
I don't know,
really fucking
but
stupid.
also that doesn't explain why later he makes Magneto another helmet, other than, oh, we're gonna give him his helmet back.
So it looks like he looks for
So he
the
looks,
final
yeah.
sequence.
But like, if you can shield him, why do you need to make him a helmet to shield him from what you can shield him from as well?
Yeah, that last Mac was his aspiration for this ridiculous, for like the insane amount of laziness this movie has written into it.
Also, it's lazy writing. Xavier, when he talks to the whole world, somehow he's able to is translated in everyone's minds.
Yeah, that's also that's just a fucking whatever. It's like psychic magic. Shut up.
Don't even think about it too much.
Never. But then this is when Stryker comes back into the main characters and saying, "What was that? Everyone heard him talk. He's fucking dude. He is behind this, isn't he? What's going on?" And they're like, "We don't know, dude. Fuck you still."
Yeah.
This is when finally they release Wolverine and very cool. He's wearing.
And they catch
fucking
because they
classic
catch it on the
colors.
cameras.
What?
They catch the trio on the cameras, and that's
Yeah.
how they know where to find them. And they find Wolverine after they get cornered, looking
Yeah.
around. Which, how do they just get caught? Does Jean's powers affect everyone that she's like
I guess
around
they
them?
just she like does it consciously. Except
they're
for
not
the camera.
manning the cameras in this super underground facility.
Nah.
Why?
'Cause
Where you have a
no.
literal like unstoppable weapon
Yeah.
of Wolverine, but we're not going to pay attention to the cameras. That's not important at all.
It's just so they can sneak around. It's very stupid.
Yeah.
Eventually,
it's
Wolverine
full
gets
of,
up. Yeah,
full
it's
of
it's
holes,
bad plot
contradictions,
holes.
and random cuts around.
Yeah.
And those cuts that like it ruined the Eric scene a little bit. That's so great scene, but it undermines it a bit.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
cuts in this movie between plots are so disjointed.
Well, because they're cutting away from like interesting, cool stuff to fucking boring, bad shit, and then back to cool stuff, and then back
But
to bad
even
shit.
then, like,
It
this
makes it
whole
boring to
Strikers
watch.
thing is dumb, and it's
It's
just
a dumb
fucking-
sequence because it's such a like randomly just to extend the movie and have Wolverine. It's pretty much I think this was written in exclusively to like have a Wolverine sequence.
1,000%.
And there's no other point to this entire sequence of them getting captured by a fucking Stryker for no reason.
And
then
it
released.
gives them the suits and the ship.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the only other thing. It's literally a MacGuffin scene, and it's a fan service cameo scene.
Yeah.
It's the only reason why. But
But
like,
it's just a plug for Logan coming out next. Like,
Yeah.
the whole sequence is just a plug for Logan.
but like, when they cut away to Charles and Apocalypse, and then they cut back to this, and they cut back to that, it's like both scenes suffer from it. They're
Yeah.
both still dumb, but it's a
But
lot
then
less
also, I'll
exhausting.
say once again, I am still like anything Apocalypse is doing is much more fucking interesting.
Yeah, but
Dude,
barely.
compared to I would have rather watch for the fucking Faith Plus One album cover shoot than fucking anything else happening in the weapon. As much as interesting as Wolverine is, I would have rather watched just stuck with them and then what happens next, as opposed to the fucking shitty fucking the shitty Wolverine scene.
I mean, it was shitty. Well, it was.
It's a cool fight action scene, but like it's so
brutal.
who gives a shit?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it was like I said, an advertisement for Logan, which is rated R. So it's just like, yeah, fucking Wolverine's brutal. Catch more coming up next.
Yeah. Also, why did they make him feral? Like, how did they make him feral?
I think it was
why
just angry and not thinking. And also, the machine was fucking with his head. It was
maybe, but still, why would they make him feral? Because that makes zero sense for a weapon that has no kill switch, and they don't understand how to stop it. Like, I think I said up there, like, they make him they say he's a weapon, a weapon. They can't control him, and the soldiers have regular ass bullets. They know they can literally replace his bones with super hardened metal. But they don't know how to stop
this
him.
This being that they've captured and they've given to this like on record psycho striker is effectively an immortal being. And they just like go put some metal on him and see what happens.
It's like a few little prods into the do nothing.
Why would they just like? Yeah, they should have
face.
just been like studying him on a genetic level to figure out how he's literally immortal. But like, no, you just fucking turn him into a thing that like attack, kill people, I guess.
But okay, how would they utilize him as a weapon? Like, okay,
no, well, in X-Men Origins when he's with a team with fucking Deadpool, Sabretooth, and everybody else, where he like just fucking they just sent him on fucking stupid like missions in like tiny little countries like fucking.
But if he was feral
Vietnam,
at this point,
it's pretty much all a Vietnam metaphor, like the whole origin of his whole like the shitty military and stuff. Like probably even originally was just a fucking Vietnam metaphor for like shitty army stuff and shitty army behavior. Just sending a secret team in there to fuck shit up and get rid of kill people who they need to kill.
But they made him feral.
Yeah.
So why the fuck would they release him if they can't catch him again? Like, why would you release him at any point? Okay, you can track him, you know where he's at, but he's gonna fucking go buck wild bananas.
Yeah. Well, no spoilers for Logan, but they get it right eventually.
It was
Too much time on the Wolverine sequence because we got to get to the fucking not cream of the crop. What's the other one that's good?
Air freshener, I think.
Air freshener.
But this, I would say this one last thing with this scene here.
What else?
What was his? What is Scott made a line at one point.
Really hope I don't see that guy again.
That's what it was. It was such a middle finger. Go fuck yourself to us, the audience. And also,
see that guy again.
I was saying the Logan scene. It was cool in a better movie.
It was cool, but as just saying how brutal it's going to be in its own movie suit.
And he was a MacGuffin to free the characters.
Yeah, it was
he didn't
entirely,
do anything.
This whole scene was this whole scene was completely pointless and bad and dumb. That's why I like everything Apocalypse was doing much more.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is what finally, I think this is when he finally starts utilizing his fucking powers, utilizing Eric and his own like matter manipulation to just fucking start destroying fucking everything.
Oh yeah, millions of people.
And this is my air freshener because it is so incomprehensibly insane what's happening that it's so underplayed in the fucking movie and the narrative of the movie. Like what the fuck Eric is doing, what the fuck Apocalypse is doing, they are grinding entire fucking cities to goddamn dirt. And like millions and if not a billion people are being fucking like murdered on screen, and it's so like who cares, like we'll fuck around and like stop Apocalypse eventually, but it's like such an insane thing to see. Like, did you see the Independence Day sequel?
Not yet.
Because there's some fucking like almost like this level like world destruction. How is the planet Earth still here after this level of like what the fuck am I looking at? It's just so incomprehensible that I was just like amazed by it seeing watching it.
Yeah, it's like all these people are just dead.
It's insane. It's incomprehensible. Yeah, it's like an incomprehensible destruction of this level. And like, this is why people would never trust mutants again. Like,
right, and also too, he's killing mutants. There's gotta be mutants in that city of Cairo.
Shit about,
well, you want mutant kind to take charge, because I guarantee you there are people down there who are powerful mutants that just can't survive being on a 20th story building and then instantly turning into dust and them free falling 20 feet.
Like tons and tons of cars on bridges are being like flung into the air. It's just insane amount of destruction. That was my like an air freshener of like incomprehensible destruction.
Yeah.
He makes this big dumb pyramid. They finally get to the fucking pyramid, or get to Cairo, and they finally start confronting the fucking shitty horsemen. And this is what even before I was thinking like, what a bad lazy choice for horsemen. I understand if you want fucking Psylocke in the movie for whatever reason, you want Olivia Munn and Angel bring him back, sure, why not? But, like, fucking Magneto is understandably ridiculously powerful already and becomes a ridiculously useful horseman. Fucking Storm is also, like, she was a kid, she barely knew her powers, she becomes a pretty, a good fucking fighter, and with her upgrade, what the fuck the Angel upgrade was useless, and then the Psylocke upgrade was also fucking useless.
What did he upgrade Psylocke to?
He made her stupid beam bigger. And also, that Psylocke is a character that's, like, so, like, fucking massive cool backstory of what her whole deal is. But, like...
I feel like the better version of her is actually from the Static Shock show. That one dude on Eben's gang who, like, make weapons.
Yeah.
Whatever. That seems like what her powers are.
Well,
only he does it better.
Yeah, she, like, makes energy weapons. But, like, the I don't know, like, you know, fucking tangent again, we're already long into this episode.
Are we into this?
About 2:15.
Oh my god!
But
yeah, that's right. We are going to talk about this.
Yeah, sorry. You text her and say you're sorry. The whole deal with Psylocke is that it was a British blonde white girl who was psychic, low-level psychic, and then she possessed the body of this Asian woman who could make energy weapons. Eventually, since that's such a problematic premise, they were split, and they both have half of the power set of the other person. So they're like low-level half psychic and low-level can make energy weapons. But none of that's important to this fucking shitty version with Olivia Munn. He gave her a slightly bigger, stupid fucking energy sword, and she like flips around a little bit in her like dumb, stupid outfit, and it's very stupid.
Does that outfit seemed also just
it was
like
just fan service, 100%. Yeah, the character was like a huge fucking sex symbol in the goddamn comics for the entirety of the 80s and 90s.
I love how we both called it fan service.
Well, yeah,
it was Jinx
so bad.
level.
Well, yeah, exactly, because it's that obvious and that lazy.
It was.
And also the sense of like funny things about like Olivia Munn talking about how they like that, how like incredibly stupid and tight and uncomfortable the outfit was to wear all the time throughout the entire shoot of it. But she's a huge fan of the character, so she was fine with it. But it was still like a fucking shitty thing to do.
I think that was similar to like in WandaVision where she wears the old school outfit for the Halloween costume. And
but that's a funny fan service as opposed to just like pointless.
And I know that she fought to have that in as like a recognizable thing.
Yeah.
And fought for, and I thought that Wanda's new look as Scarlet Witch is fantastic.
It's because it's made by a good studio that knows how to write good movies and good shows.
And she fought to give her. They wanted, I think, to give her like the similar kind of thing, and she's like, "No, why would I not wear pants?"
Yeah, exactly.
And she fucking looks great in that.
Absolutely, that's amazing character. Hopefully she'll bring in X-Men eventually. She had the opportunity to. But fucking Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is an amazing movie. They fucking fight. I would like just zoom through this whole fight sequence. But what do you want to do?
Before the fight, I was going to talk about like because they're flying through the jet, the X-Men.
Yeah.
They're all like, were you scared, Mystique? And they're all talking. I thought Mystique. This is one of the things I hated about Mystique in this movie was that she was this like revolutionary hero,
the
savior, and everything. They talk about like where are all the other for mutants from that? It's like. Me and Eric are the only ones left?
Hank.
Me and Hank are the only ones left. It's like, technically Eric was part of it at one point.
And I was trying to think, who else was there? Banshee? I guess he's dead.
Why is he? How? Why?
I don't know.
Havoc was, but
Havoc's died in this movie, but who the fuck else was in that first class? Oh, Darwin. Fucking wasted.
Was there another girl besides the other Angel?
Was Angel also there? Oh, Angel Salvatore. Yeah, she was. I guess she's dead. She was confirmed dead by the Sentinels in the previous movie. Because Azazel was also killed by the Sentinels in Days of Future Past.
In the past?
Yeah, in Days of Future Past. In the movie Days of Future Past, they were
So that's why they died then. It was because of the fucking Sentinels designed to hunt down and kill mutants.
One of the coolest named characters ever. One of the coolest actors. Fucking Peter Dinklage.
I will say, I sometimes don't feel like Peter Dinklage is as good an actor as he's for me, he's like very up and down. Like, I thought that his Trask was fantastic. His dwarf from...
Wait, that was a dumb gag character.
I didn't like that. I thought it was bad acting.
Yeah.
Like
he's like a really
he looked
accent.
like he was not. He was there for a paycheck for that character.
Oh, yeah.
But
I'm sure he showed up for like one day and then put that like shitty fake beard on and then like stumbled around a CGI set for a little bit and was just like, all right guys, back to Game of Thrones set, bye. But yeah, also they love Game of Thrones actors in these fucking movies because Maisie Williams is a prominent character in New Mutants. But whatever. It's very fucking weird and
Magneto. Before they get to the fight, Magneto gets into a magnetic field around him and he is literally killing hundreds of millions of people around the world. Yeah. This was not... And then also
like
mutants.
Sydney, Chicago...
And mutants.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Which, he cares about mutants. He's not Apocalypse.
Supposed to,
He's supposed to care about mutants. And, like, it's not like, oh, maybe they survived. No, you literally see cars driving on a bridge get lifted up through the air.
Destroyed,
the bridge is being ripped apart and everything. Though, his powers are so strong they could reach the entire world, but... the ship that they're flying over there to doesn't get affected by it.
Nope, no, of course
Because
not.
why?
Of course not.
Was it as a plastic ship?
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's also one thing I hated in the X-Men movies. Whenever like people are like, "Oh, we got to deal with these mutants," and they come with like plastic stuff, and I'm just like, there are other telekinetics besides fucking Eric Lynch's Magneto. They're like, what about a psychic could just take all those guns away? What the fuck to put him a plastic gun at all? Like, it's all stupid.
Yeah, it's. But I remember seeing like a
also
joke
the Sentinels,
video of Dork. I think it was like Dorkly. It was like why Magneto will never join the MCU. It's like literally everyone uses metal.
yeah. Well,
like
yeah.
Iron Man, it's like
Yeah.
squishes it. He like Captain America's shield takes it and does like the throw.
Yeah.
The hammer. He uses the hammer.
I'm about to say Ultimates, the Ultimate Marvel Universe, which ties into X-Men because famously, you know about the Ultimates universe, so like the side when I was like in the aughts, there was like a huge canon thing with like Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Fantastic Four, Ultimate whatever.
I think
it was like a side universe reboot.
Isn't that what like a lot of the Marvel cinematic universe was based on?
Yeah, it was a side project, but like famously, the whole impetus for the Ultimate Universe was that the original creator didn't read X-Men comics, watched the X-Men movies, and then made Ultimate X-Men, which was one of the fucking best runs of all time, and that started the Ultimate Universe. So literally the entire Ultimate Marvel comic line before it was destroyed and only Miles Morales lived, it was created from somebody who only knew the X-Men movies in terms of Marvel anything. But that
is proof that fans sometimes
don't know what they want.
Don't know what they want and ruin things by trying to force in old shit.
Yeah.
Because that's, I know, we've talked about it before, like, that's I think one of the reasons I loved The Last Jedi is because it understood the material but wasn't tied to it.
Yeah. It did what it wanted to do with fans, and like super diehard fans were like, no! And now those idiots are with like fucking...
And then they got Rise of Skywalker and they're like, no! Yeah, it's like, now you fucked out yourself over.
Yeah, I was going to say, the Ultimates, that's the whole point of this change is specifically to get back to Magneto. But Jonathan Hickman's The Ultimates with Reed Richards is one of the fucking greatest comic book things ever fucking created, period. You have to read the fucking Ultimates, Jonathan Hickman's Ultimates, following Reed Richards.
Read some of them.
It's the one where Reed Richards just separates and makes that gigantic dome that's like super time advanced, and they just like advance through time really, really quickly, and like they become like super gods that like emerge from it eventually and just like fucking destroy the planet. It's a really fucking fascinating run.
So Reed Richards is actually powerful, just not physically.
Oh no, he just like is a fucking like super genius, and it's a whole thing. But no,
so what you're saying is that Reed Richards would never just go into a fight.
This guy can he'll destroy with his mouth. Then don't take his mouth away, please don't. But no, the point of all that was,
or after that happens, go into the physical fray and not have some form of weaponry on him,
exactly.
even though he can teleport in.
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Probably, yes.
This is, of course, is hypothetical.
Hypothetically,
totally hypothetical.
Tangent within a tangent within a tangent. Kavina, when we were watching the movie, loved that when Reed showed up during that sequence, he's kind of like in the middle of something, like he's popping popping out of the lab, like, okay, what? Yeah, okay, yeah, whatever this is, okay, sure, but whatever, bye. Like he was like just popping in completely distracted,
more of that,
which is very funny because I'll let this go up. But no, the point of that,
I love, by the way, that was all
this,
confirmed without being confirmed before this.
Yeah.
Because that image has gone around.
Of course. But like,
vague.
Stepping back from this tangent within a tangent within a tangent, Ultimate Magneto took Mjolnir, destroyed the fucking planet practically.
I believe it.
With the power, like he has the full access to the entire abilities of Mjolnir and just was fucking destroying everything because he could. But that was just because Magneto is popular. Now going out of this tangent, inside of a tangent, we are back with Magneto kicking ass still,
killing millions.
The X-Jets finally arriving on the scene in the right of a big dumb end sequence fight.
It's so dumb because Storm. Because all those three are supposed to be supercharged, right? Apocalypse has given them unlocked their abilities to their
should have made them
like
Omega level mutants or something, but just barely did anything. But
they know, and they see the X-Jet coming, right?
Yeah, they all see it.
So what does Storm do? With the power to control the weather.
Yeah.
All of it. She fucking uses wind to throw cars.
Yeah.
Not a massive lightning strike to blow the ship out of the sky, killing them and winning the game.
Even if you want to get esoteric with comic lore, Storm is also in Omega level sometimes because she's this.
Isn't she like
pure
the
concept
border?
of what she? No, yeah, pure concept of what she's capable of. Also, just more tying into me and you personally, she just had a death battle with Korra and she won.
Oh damn it!
And that was full. She had Korra full access to everything she could do. Still could not beat Storm. from what Storm is capable of.
Boo! I called boo on that. That's not true. Korra's the best.
Yeah, Korra is fucking awesome. She's the best Avatar there ever was. But like, what Storm can do is just insurmountably. Because Korra can't even lightning bend. So
We don't know that.
no, it definitely hasn't.
She probably could though.
Whatever. We cannot.
I will say this.
You're already texting your wife. We're gonna be forever. We're gonna be in trouble. I don't want to make Leanne
If
upset.
we're gonna be forever, we're gonna settle this right here. I guarantee you that by the end of Legend of Korra, she can lightning bend because she has found the inner balance and peace required to harness the chi internally. If fucking Mako can do it early on in season 1, then Korra post Amon, post fucking Dark Avatar himself, blah, 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 post Sahir, and post Kuvira, after she's embraced her official love for Asami, I guarantee you that she could fucking lightning bend.
Well,
She just never had the proper training to do it because no one's going to let her do it because they know that if they give her the power to lightning bend, then she would be able to escape from the prison she was in because of the Red Lotus, even though they were all in prison, because somehow they knew that it was going to happen someday. Fucking this show is great, and you should listen to Action Toon Bros. Legend of Korra.
Definitely the season 2 finale.
I was right.
Yeah. The season 3 finale. And then the beginning of season 4 and the season 4 finale, which is one of our other longest episodes, like this one's about to be. Do you want to zoom through this fight or what the fuck, dude? How many more notes do you have?
Okay. All right. The whole fight is stupid because. So
Angel, or like they begin to. Oh, we completely forgot that. Apocalypse wants to take over Charles' body. Yeah, we forgot to mention that.
That's kind of happening. Kurt is teleporting through the pyramid trying to find him, and Angel finds him, and they're teleporting and flying all over the place. Psylocke and Storm disappears. So it's Psylocke versus Beast.
I actually like holding off some of the X-Men like for a minute, just like kind of shooting lightning at their feet or whatever the fuck, not being.
It was dumb.
Yeah.
Beast is getting choked out by Psylocke until
she can make a sword or whatever.
Right.
No, she's choking him with a fucking whip.
But then she's also throwing him around and then pulling him close, and then gives him a way to hit her instead of leaving her all the way.
Stupid as hell.
And there's whatever. And then Kurt finds Xavier and gets him free.
Yep.
And teleports away. And Apocalypse is like, no, where is he? Roar!
No.
Martha!
Yeah, exactly. Well, better than that.
Dr. Fishy! No!
Where are the other drugs going? But no, eventually fucking stops him.
And then Nightcrawler grabs all the X-Men.
He beats up Archangel and like locks him in a cage or something. It's stupid.
He locks him in a cage and then hits him at his head and then he
knocks him out like an idiot. Like wow,
but not forever though.
Yeah, thanks for the upgrade, Apocalypse.
Enough.
Bumped on the head and knocked out for the.
He's knocked out long enough for Kurt to go around in mid-fight and grab everyone back to the jet.
Yeah.
So they can try to run away.
Yeah.
Because don't worry about the guy who literally who killed millions of people to build a giant fucking pyramid in the middle of a massive city on Africa.
Super run away.
Like a very large city.
Yeah.
In Africa. That's probably one of the
It's one of the most populated places probably on that continent.
Yeah. And straight up not only Africa, but I guarantee you
definitely of North Africa.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely of North, yeah.
Yeah.
But like we also forgot that eventually at some point Quicksilver and Mystique confront Magneto and just like, hey man, be a good guy. And Quicksilver backs out of telling him that he's his dad. He's just kind of like, hey, my dad was a pretty cool dude. And Mystique's like, you were a good guy before, be a good guy again, Eric. Care about people or whatever.
So I'm gonna go fight to be good.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I don't know.
Like, I don't know.
I'll have to think about it until the thematically good time.
Yeah,
while
he's like sitting there thinking about it, like millions and millions of more people are dying, and he's killing.
Well, sorry,
you farted again, dude. God damn it!
Again, it's only the first time.
Yeah, while he's contemplating, like, should he or shouldn't he be bad, he's still killing millions. But besides, like, almost as bad as Ed's fart. Let's see what happened. Finally they crash the X-Jet again. I think they knock fucking.
Okay, this was dumb. I hated this.
So, Jesus Christ! Fucking, you fart again, dude.
No,
God damn! I don't fucking. Oh my God! I don't have anything to fucking wipe it away from me. Jesus Christ! Distracted again.
Oh God!
Jesus
so
Christ! Well, sorry, we're all over. This episode's already been stretched out to fucking forever, and Ed's just losing his shit over his own awful fart. But anyway, what the fuck?
His part is I'm breathing heavier, and I'm inhaling it more. Oh God, it's so
jeez.
bad.
No, but say, well, that's how Ed feels about this movie, but I like it. Anyway.
This movie is a stinky ass fart.
That's going to sound insane on the pickup. But what the fuck
What do you
else
mean?
happens?
You're gonna totally edit it out?
Yeah,
right?
I'll edit out this entire sequence of us fucking fanning your fart for 20 minutes of this goddamn almost 3 hours episode. What the fuck happens after? They get knocked out, the Psylocke gets flipped on top of the plane.
I was gonna say. So that's what pisses me off. So they're running away, and how do they decide to stop this jet? Not have the person who is supercharged and controls the weather
Yeah.
lightning bolt them out of the sky.
Nope.
Angel flies down, picks up Psylocke, so she can jump in.
Yeah.
And and then all of a sudden they try to crash it, and Angel's in there, whatever, and Kurt teleports them all out, and Angel dies because he jumped into the plane,
Yeah.
and he couldn't, fly out or anything, or something. I don't know.
Who the fuck knows?
Psylocke survived somehow. I don't get how she survived.
Psylocke? Oh, she's like knocked unconscious or whatever.
Yeah, she's able to grab out a building, use her powers to fall through it, which also makes no sense because shouldn't her powers be she just cuts through it and it shouldn't slow her down? Don't think about it too much, right?
Yeah, once again, stop thinking so much. What are you, a fucking some kind of smart guy? Shut up.
Yeah, I literally wrote in all caps, you have Storm who controls weather. Why not use that?
It'd be much more sensical than what the fuck happens. But anyway, this fucking movie is ridiculous.
Yeah, and Angel kills himself.
Who?
Angel, he's dead. He kills himself.
I think he's dead. I guess
He's
dead.
died. He was in the jet when it explodes.
Yeah, and at
He's
some point,
dead.
at some point, Charles is like,
He got a shitty ass upgrade and didn't do anything to his strength.
Yeah.
He's dead.
no, he says like, oh, he's psychically linked to me, and like, well, that means you're linked to him, and he's just like, oh, damn, you're right, and so he starts trying to fight Apocalypse inside of his head for a long sequence that does not work out.
You do get, by the way, Apocalypse is like yelling, Charles!
Yeah.
It sounds like Martha.
Yeah,
but
Charles.
dumber.
Inside of his head, he gets big, which is a signature power of Apocalypse that never does in the actual real world.
I will say, though, I liked the beginning of that, where Charles was like, welcome to my house, bitch.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to my nightmare, bitch. But yeah, and then he's just like punching him, and he's just like, oh, I'm actually getting hurt, it sucks, or whatever. And then outside, he just like
They're trying to fight him a bit, and he's always able to. He fucks up Quicksilver.
Oh yeah, well that's what's fun. Where like Quicksilver's like punching him, he's like getting, but eventually his eyes track him. That's cool, but
how does that happen?
This gets back to the point that I was talking about before, that I was dancing around with. Apocalypse's power set in this and in most comics is so insurmountably powerful that there's like no physical way you should ever be able to fucking beat him. But like, just like the thing I was pissed about, like when like Batman and Superman are fighting something, and it punches Batman, he like bumps into a wall, it's like, oh, that hurt, and then Superman gets punched and he goes through like 7 walls. It's like, that's not proportionate, it doesn't make any fucking sense. We've seen Apocalypse display powers that can just reduce humans to fucking nothing and fucking burst people's heads off and just fucking wave his hand and kill anything. But like, against the X-Men, he's just like, oh, I'm gonna shove you. Oh, I'm gonna wrap you up and tie you up.
I'm gonna break your leg.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick you with my own foot in the leg and break your knee. And just like, if this movie was not stupid, they would have been more creative with how they fight or like even resist him. But he was like he's like literally like fucking like lifted a finger and like 7 guys' heads fell the fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, how's he like, fucking, oh, I'm gonna shove you over fucking other one X-Men, I'm gonna win at you.
Beast occasionally like jumps at him.
Yeah.
And he's just like, whoop, whoop. Like,
Oh,
throws
knocked
him
him over.
instead of, I don't know, like hold him there and like throw him onto a spike that you create out of the dirt.
Yeah, or just like fucking wave his hand and have another dust blade cut everyone around him's head off like he did before.
Or send him,
Suck him
flying
into a wall.
like miles into the air.
That's what
Just
he
go,
does.
zoop.
That's what he does to Cyclops. He like puts Cyclops in the wall, but he can still breathe and whatever, so he's fine.
Yeah.
Ugh, so stupid.
Yeah, he was like that one dude at the beginning of the film. I'll put him deep into the wall.
Yeah.
Those workers Eric was gonna kill, I'm gonna put them into the ground.
Yeah,
like
they're
completely. They are suffocating terribly and horribly. But Scott, this superpowered mutant, I'll just kind of sort of put him in the wall.
Yeah.
Enough where maybe a punch could free him.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in Charles's head, like, Apocalypse is just like, fuck this, and starts beating the shit out of him in his own head, even though he's not psychic.
You did miss, by the way, Mystique tried to pulls off the...
that was funny.
She tries to pull off the I'm actually on your, I'm not, you think I'm the bad guy, but I'm actually the good guy in disguise, and I killed who I need to.
Split his throat, which is very cool. Like, very intense. That was a cool trick.
Also, like, is that how... I guess he has that one dude's body, so...
Yeah, you can see his main power right now with his main body is, like, healing, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, that was useless, but that was still funny.
Yeah. But he's very blasé about killing mutants, even though he's so pro-mutants about being the dominant life form.
Yeah.
It's like, you want people to survive, but you don't give them a chance to survive.
A collection of the most powerful mutants possible. Maybe actually, that kind of, like, fucks my point up, because, like, maybe he was keeping them around because he likes mutants and he doesn't want to kill them like humans. I guess that could be the justification.
But then, why do you think about all those mutants that were in the city where he killed them all, and how he's letting Magneto kill them all?
Thinking too much again. What the fuck? Oh, eventually the movie's just like, okay, this is taking too long. Let's wrap this shit up.
And then, of course,
what's that?
Bing!
Yeah.
Makes a goddamn X.
Yeah, big old stupid X from Eric Lynch. Or fucking Magneto's a good guy again.
And he throws metal shards at Apocalypse, and it does nothing.
Yeah, Scott has some beam hitting him, and nothing's working. But then finally, they're just like, okay, this is taking too long. Let's wrap this shit up. Pull that old fucking shitty annoying card because Jean Grey's here.
Oh my
it's
god,
the Phoenix again.
Oh my god, though. But when Apocalypse was big, I swear to fucking god, because it was all CG.
Yeah.
It was Uncanny Valley.
Oh, he looked like fucking like a big like toddler like moving.
Dude, he looked like Seth Rogen's character from the Chip and Dale movie, the new one.
I haven't seen the new one.
Oh, and Seth Rogen's character is like this like dwarf from like a kind of video game thing, but he's got like the dead eyes and like the awkward kind of stiff whatever.
Yeah.
I swear, when you watch that movie, that's what Apocalypse looks like in that scene when he's big. Because he's so wide.
Is it a Beowulf reference to that character?
I don't know.
I think it was a reference to the early
You need to
CGI
watch that movie,
Beowulf.
by the way. That
I'll
movie
watch
is
it, I'll watch it.
hysterical.
I hear good things.
It's really good, and the amount of references in it are fantastic.
I can't wait for that too. But I hear
Will
Jim,
Arnett
I know that Akiva Schaffer, the one member of Lonely Island, he like the main director and like one of the main writers on it. So I'm happy about
it's
that.
so good.
The
only weird thing is hearing Andy Samberg as Chip because it's like he sounds like Jake Peralta, and then John Mulaney. I see what he looks like, and I don't understand how he sounds, how he does.
John Mulaney's fucking hilarious.
I also
all current bad stuff aside, he's a great dude.
Like, is he a bad guy?
No, he's not a bad guy. He's just Dave Chappelle. Like,
oh, that's right.
But John Mulaney, like, fucking him and Nick Kroll's show, the fucking Too Much Tuna. No.
Oh.
Before that, even before the Kroll show he was on was that I fucking love that actor. He's hilarious on that. And then they had like a Netflix special called Too Much Tuna with two like old guy characters they play.
Ah.
I love John Mulaney, but we're getting fucking off track. We need to have to. We're like almost home stretch of this fucking piece of shit.
I was saying, I heard the first time I actually recognized his voice is Big Mouth, so I always hear him as Andrew, which is funny because I talk him. That character likes to jacket so much, and then I hear him as fucking Dale.
Well, really, Andy Samberg's
he's Chip. Andy Samberg is Dale.
I gotta check that movie.
And Will Arnett's in this film.
I heard.
Seth Rogen.
I do want to check it out because I do.
He does have the random Seth Rogen laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like breathe and inhale, impossible to listen to laugh. But what the fuck happens now? Oh
yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, fucking Dark Phoenix pops up and it's just like, okay, this fucking movie's wrapped up.
Yeah.
She goes Dark Phoenix, she frees her stupid asshole friends, and then she turns Apocalypse into dust, and he's just like, all is revealed, and then he turns into dust and is dead, and I'm like, oh, he's the best part of this movie besides Magneto.
Why did all that was revealed? Also, why the fuck did Psylocke survive everything? Because they
Yeah,
saw Psylocke run away.
She's like, oh, super run away, and just like slips away from the camera, and then fucking...
And they don't think, like, what they're setting something up?
No, because she doesn't come back. What the fuck? Storm is just like, I'm gonna be a good guy now, and they're like, all right, join us.
And then there's Horny Charles.
More Horny Charles.
It's like, where do you think? Where are we? He's like, you're on the beach. What beach? And he gives her all her memories back, and her immediate reaction is not, wow. So you
manipulated me?
You roofied my entire memory there.
Yeah, you fucking manipulated my brain, you piece of shit.
That's not sus at all.
And
then of course Kurt wakes up. Whoa! Well, what did I miss?
For a dumb gag that's not funny.
Dun.
Yeah. Another unfunny joke from him.
So.
But then, they finally wrap shit up. Eric's let off scot-free.
Yeah. Right. Also, we said, how the fuck does the mutant image gonna recover from this?
It doesn't, because the X-Men
Hundreds of millions of people are dead, and there is billions upon trillions of property damage that is going to be almost unrepairable.
Yeah.
Like,
The
there
planet's,
is
like,
now,
destroyed.
the planet is completely destroyed.
Yeah.
There is no way that they're just getting out of this scot-free.
Nope.
No chance.
Nope. And then, what, a stupid train sequence at the end, and then the fucking movie ends. What, then I'm ready to wrap this shit up and just talk
There's
about
Mystique's. Oh yeah, I wrote about Mystique's gives a speech.
Yeah.
Whatever. It wasn't. It was so uninspiring.
It's the speech to the fucking trainees or whatever about
Yeah,
training
it
guys.
was
You're
dumb.
X-Men now. And it's like, shut up.
Oh god, it was dumb. It was so fucking dumb.
Post-credit scene, go check out Logan. If you want to get more of that.
What was the post credit again?
Some mysterious people get some DNA samples from the Weapon X program, and then they see Essex Corporation, and it's bum bum bum. They're like background fucking Thanos build-up between this movie, Deadpool, and Logan. The Essex Corporation, which is Mr. Sinister's group.
Okay.
But of course, and also no spoilers, but New Mutants as well. It's also majorly Essex important. But this universe has been wiped from existence because Marvel bought them now, and it's going to be fixed. And so fuck you, no Mr. Sinister ever.
Well, I mean, you might get him someday.
Oh
right?
god, I don't even know if I want them to stick with this canon or not.
Well, is he in Logan?
He never shows up.
Okay, what I was gonna say is
But
maybe
his corporation is present in these 4 movies, but he never shows
I was
up.
gonna say maybe we'll get him eventually someday.
I hope.
That would be
I like Mr. Sinister. He's a very cool dude. He's
Isn't
the one who created the term mutants.
Isn't he? He's very like man behind the curtain into a lot of these.
Yeah,
things,
he works
right?
he works like for Apocalypse, works for the Hellfire Club. He eventually, like I said, with that big giant current push in Marvel for like them calling their villains all together to fucking get mutants out of there. He's there for that too. During the like multiverse insanity with Ultimates and all the like what Marvel movies are currently leading up to called Secret Wars, which is a multiversal war thing that goes on.
Yes, yeah, I've heard of that.
Sinister at the end of that just has a fucking bunch of his own selves and they're just fucking chilling in a fucking evil lab. But like it's just like
Sounds right.
he has a lot going on. But I would love for them to use that character. But besides that, the movie just wraps up pretty much. Eric walks away into the sunset perfectly fine, and then they go on to have Dark Phoenix, which sucks shit. It was like a bad end for this series.
Okay.
And then New Mutants, which is alright, but nobody liked.
So I actually wrote a good amount here after this movie had ended, because the way the movie ended, it was stupid and vague because it ends on Charles and the X closing, and it ends like that for no reason, and the entire plot was inconsequential.
Yeah.
Like, save for the one cool quick scene and the Eric thing, there's almost nothing else in this movie that's that interesting. Oh, by the way, Quicksilver's mom is literally called Miss Maximoff in the fucking credits.
Yeah,
so go fuck yourself, movie.
That's Quicksilver's last name.
But so, first off, Apocalypse to me looked dumb.
Yeah.
But I will say I didn't know it was Oscar Isaac, so I guess a good job to the makeup team.
Yeah, you didn't recognize him.
But he looked so uncomfortable and bulky. Like,
yeah,
he felt like old school Batman, where they literally couldn't turn their heads.
He couldn't move his neck.
So they're
just bad. Yeah,
that's what he looked like. It was basically a high quality cosplay outfit. It's meant to look great, but it's not functional.
Absolutely, was not functional.
It's on there to.
That's why I look like a weird baby when he was stomping around when he was like giant. Yeah.
Yeah. But so this is what I realized about this movie, in particular. This is over 2 hours of a movie that has zero character growth or development.
Nope.
All the characters' powers don't grow at all.
Nope.
At
all.
Even
Magneto was the highlight of this fucking movie.
But he did, and then the second he became good, it disappeared.
Yeah.
Because he went from being able to control the entire world to throwing metal shards at someone he knows is omnipotent, basically.
Yeah.
And makes no sense. But the thing about Thanos as a villain that made him so good was, even though he was built up, we got to see the growth of the characters and how they get close to beating him. And the way they do beat him is not a Deus Ex, because the way to defeat him was there all along.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like it was just out of nowhere. They pulled it out their ass. There was the stone. Spoiler, the friend game, you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
You know, you fucking 3-year-olds. Why you listen to our podcast? We swear too much.
I don't know Endgame if you're watching this.
Right? But, they literally made a god who is unkillable, who can do anything he wants without... He basically is breaking the rules. He's the fucking OP NPC of a DM who wants to railroad everybody. And
yeah.
And he gains new powers every time he needs to.
Yeah.
He's with them. He's able to heal anyone he wants. He's able to do anything he wants, say anything he wants to anybody.
Teleport anywhere, do anything.
Right.
Yeah.
He can do anything he wants without any repercussions, and he's unkillable until you need to kill him, and they literally pull a god-killing power out their ass out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know anything about X-Men, you don't know what Dark Phoenix is, and you don't know what Apocalypse is. So all this makes zero sense. There's no explanation as to why anything like this would happen.
Yeah, and then the actual in-depth, like, plot, scene-to-scene stuff is also poorly written and underexplained.
Yes.
Even though the macro concepts are also fucking poorly explained, so it's all just very bad and dumb. But I love this movie. It's very fun, and the action sequences are always interesting to look at. That's why it's pretty good. It's pretty high up on my list, because compared to some of the actual bad stuff we've watched, I think this is way better.
See, I very much did not like this.
What the fuck was I about to... in comics, Apocalypse is pretty much this, like, incomprehensibly unbeatable. But usually, once his four horsemen are defeated, he's just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep, and I'll see you guys in a couple of hundreds or years or a couple of centuries. But of course, it's comics, so he'll be back whenever they need him back. He pops up like every other fucking week. And like I said, currently right now he's like pretty much. One of the I to more comic stuff and more comic event wise. When the Scarlet Witch destroyed all mutants, there was a bunch of different efforts by people and mutants and other people in the superhero community and Marvel to try to figure out what the fuck's going on and why the fuck this happened and how to deal with it. Apocalypse came to them with his tech that he uses to make the fucking horsemen and everything, and just like literally gives people, says, my blood might be able to heal people and give them their powers back, as well as my celestial technology to, like, he actually comes to the small, tiny little literal fucking concentration camp of what remaining mutants there are. And it's just like, people who lost your powers, I can help you get them back. And some people, like the main X-Men, are like, no, we can't trust him. He's Apocalypse. He's a bad guy all the time. And some people are like, fuck you, dude. I used to fucking be a goddamn superpowered fucking awesome dude. I can't remember my powers now.
And some of those people are like super fucked too.
A lot of people are. Like Blob was fucked because he just lost a lot of his mass and he was just like a super baggy skin.
Yeah.
But people like the funny sequence where, I don't know if you read it, the comic with the New Mutants, Wither. Well, like, whenever it was like the opening day in the school, kids were like running around screaming, saying, "Oh my god, blah blah blah, what's going on?" And Wither was just like, "Oh my god, this is awesome! Everyone lost their powers. Girl, I lost my powers." Touches her, her hand withers off, and it's just like, "Oh shit, no, I didn't." It's just like, but like, Apocalypse can be very fascinating and very well utilized, but like I said, he's so incomprehensibly powerful. He usually just walks off and leaves, and says, "I'll be back later." This was a very dumb, lazy method of killing him because they overused the Dark Phoenix and everything. But I love comic Apocalypse because he's a really cool, capable, interesting character. And as powerful as he was in this movie, he could have been really interesting, I think.
And
a character this cool and like, fascinating.
For as much time as they wasted on like the Stryker stuff, they could have used that to give us a better
backstory for him.
Yeah, the opening could have been better.
They could have. I honestly, as shitty as it was, minimize the X-Men stuff. We don't need to see how fucking Scott came to the school, and we don't need to see Jean again struggling with her fucking powers for the umpteenth time. Minimize all that shit. Maybe give Jubilee, a character who's been completely ignored, a little bit more time. Maybe the Caliban stuff, give that a little bit more time. Eric, definitely give him more time. But then expand on Apocalypse and the Egyptian stuff from that time period. Make that sequence maybe 20 minutes or so.
It would have been better to have like a voiceover of like, in the beginning, the first mutant was Apocalypse.
Yeah.
With his power, it really, what I thought it was going into this movie was that he was able to transfer consciousness into someone else's body and he gained their power. I thought that's what it was.
That would have been a very simple explanation, yeah.
Exactly.
But it wasn't it. The answer was nothing. But the answer was you don't know where his powers come from or what his actual base powers are. You don't know.
Exactly. And I feel like if they had said, the first mutant, you got this, and he over time absorbed the minds of countless other mutants as they came and gained powers so vast that there's no way to know them all.
Yeah.
That would then make it sense when he's able to pull shit out of his ass.
Yeah, but, fuck, this movie was barely written. Whoever wrote it should be ashamed. I bet if we looked them up, they probably wrote some really good stuff. But we're wrapping this up.
Probably a garbage person, too.
Yeah, probably a bad person, because everything's bad and everything's terrible and reality sucks. But let's rank this movie and get to our general thoughts. I thought it was all right. I thought the action sequences were fun. I liked everything with Eric. I genuinely liked everything with Eric. I think that everything with Apocalypse, aesthetically, besides his stiff no-neck moving, was very interesting and cool. I wish he was actually more developed. But do you want to go for? Since this is my movie, I'll rank it first.
Okay.
So, Rank-wise, my current rank is number 1, of course, indisputably, Freddy Got Fingered, the perfect film.
Of course.
And then Willy's Wonderland,
Of course.
followed by Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, followed by X-Men Apocalypse. That's where it is.
Really?
For me. Yeah.
Wow.
Then Snyder Cut, another bad dumb movie I enjoy. Then Troll 2 and Fantasy Island tied. Then Banana Split / The Hug. Then we get to the stuff I actually fucking hate. Resident Evil 2 sucked shit. Terror of Tiny Town made me want to fucking fall asleep. And then Last Airbender, fucking a blasphemy. And then lastly was Bad Taste, the movie I didn't like the most of what we had to watch so far.
Oh, you terrible.
Yeah,
person.
I know, dude. I went over that like 2-hour episode of all the problems I had with it, but like I said, it's literally the bottom of my list, but I still adamantly said it's just not for me. I'm not saying it's actively shitty or shouldn't be made.
You still like that? You got Terror of Tiny Town higher than it, though.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Well, no, that movie was so stupid, dude.
Yeah, I know it was. I punished myself with that one.
Terror of Tiny Town was incredibly boring, but some of the songs were all right, and I love a Western. Bad Taste, I fucking hated every second of it.
All right, so here's my ranking. So, of course, it, as always, will be Freddy Got
The
Fingered.
pinnacle of cinema.
Of course. Perfect film. Then Willy's Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars 3.
Yeah.
Then Troll 2, because of what you can do watching it with a friend.
Yeah.
That's the caveat of it. Watching it on its own is a slog. Then Bad Taste. Then The Banana Splits. Number 7 is Terror of Tiny Town.
Jeez.
Then, because it's as goofy and as terrible and annoying as it is, it's at least unique in a way.
It was unique.
Then this.
Oh, wow.
So, then Fantasy Island.
Oh, wow.
Fuck that movie. Then Resident Evil 2, because that was just at least this time was a little more coherent.
Oh, yeah.
That film had no consistency.
The movie was
That
actually
movie had
plotless.
less consistency than this, and this movie had a character with no consistent powers.
Yeah.
Then The Last Airbender, and finally the 4-hour-long shit fest that is the Justice League Snyder Cut.
I love that we're the most divisive of all time between Bad Taste and Snyder Cut, our 2 longest episodes prior to this one.
Which, holy fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
This is up there for their longest though.
Oh, I didn't even think bottom of the barrel.
Fuck. There's so probably the end. The dark when the Dark Phoenix takes over.
They suck shit. But I'd probably anything with Scott, honestly, because he was so bad and boring.
He was a bad.
Oh wait, no.
His acting was bad too.
I fast forwarded through his fucking acting, but then also any scene with fucking. Oh god, anything with X-Men, pretty much any sequence with the X-Men, I wanted to actively fast forward. Everything with Havoc and fucking Professor X and Scott, I just was so did not want to fucking look at them do anything. That's like everything. The X-Men, every scene with the X-Men, and no Magneto and no Apocalypse whatsoever. I think that's probably any of those are my bottom of the barrel.
That's fair. For me, yes, it was that because it was literally a fucking out of nowhere Deus Ex unexplained moment that was this whole movie was just as MacGuffin filled as Rise of the Skywalker.
Practically,
They
yeah.
said they happen to find this. They happen to get the main characters happen to get captured. Everyone else gets left alone. You know, the people that we need, of course.
Yeah.
And then the people we need to be free happen to be free, and they happen to find the jet, and they happen to get the flight suits, and they just happen to do well. And Kurt happens to find him at the right moment, and he happens to realize this. And Jean happens to be there and happen to catch on to her powers, and everyone happens to survive, and Eric happens to turn good. It was just so fucking MacGuffin.
Yeah, just very shittily.
But there was no lightsabers, and there was
there were some cool powers.
There was cool powers, but there was no ultimate power.
Yeah, that blew out the speaker.
Like,
in the stadium.
the speaker,
Yeah.
lightning.
I think Apocalypse was fun, the movie and the character. Fucking Oscar Isaacs is great and everything. I love that dude. He's awesome. But yeah, plugs and then...
This movie was just hard to watch.
I don't think it was that hard, but whatever. Well, we'll see what I pick next time. But before that...
God damn it.
Before that, though, we do need to go over plugs and then finally end with our next time movie. So
Okay.
People to stick around.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, my movie, I'll go first, I guess. I usually let everyone else go first where I plug myself. But Matthew Lewis Podcast on Twitter, Matthew Lewis Podcast on YouTube, Matthew Lewis Podcast on Patreon, Matthew Lewis Podcast email, I guess. I don't know. Fucking check out my book, The Forgotten Minotaur King. Go buy it. Go fucking listen to the Forgotten Minotaur King podcast. Leave reviews on iTunes and shit if you still can. I'll probably start posting this shit on the website or on a actual fucking feed soon again. And then, what the fuck else? Oh, yeah, Action Toon Bros, my fucking other podcast. Check that shit out. Listen to old episodes of this. New projects in the works now for the follow-up series in the same universe of Indignia coming up. Also, my other character project for some of my friends' D&D stuff I'm also thinking about. We'll figure out in the future. That's my stuff. Yo, my boy, what's up?
So you can find me on Twitter. Well, you can find the podcast on Twitter at movie_garbage, I believe it was, the underscore.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I think it
Well, I was
was.
like, yeah.
I don't know. I never use it. I won't lie.
Mm-hmm.
I do use my other account to plug a lot, at Ed Bobincheck on
yeah.
Twitter. And I occasionally have been posting some other things here and there, so I'm starting to get out, use it a bit. But you can also find me on Twitch under the name Father_Bohawk, and I play Pokemon ROMs and hacks and do hardcore Nuzlocke challenges. I spent a long time on Emerald Kaizo, and after 30 plus failures and getting like just nowhere, I decided to pull back, and I'm actually doing Ultra Moon right now, and it's been a lot of fun. I've been streaming a lot more on it, and I'm actually not restarting the game every 2 seconds. And I made two big changes. One is, well, I guess the biggest change I made is that if I wipe, I do not completely reset. I sacrificed 3 Pokemon, and I said 3, so I can't try to cheese it. I sacrificed 3 Pokemon, and I get to keep going. So if I run out, I'll obviously restart,
Yep.
But it's actually really helped, because I have had some wipes. I wiped a How not too long ago, and Guzma took me out once.
Guzma's the fucking...
He has 2 Pokemon when I first fought him. A Glossopod and a Masquerain.
Glossopod alone is fucking insane.
That thing is... I forgot how tough he was. And yeah, he made me wipe. And the 3 Pokemon I lost were the 3 I really wanted to keep. Fucking Wingull, I think, was in that party, and they fucking survived. But then I fought him again, he took out 2 more. So his 2 Pokemon took out 5. It's been surprisingly tough, but it's been going really well. And one reason I did this is so that I don't restart it all the time, and also because Ultra Moon's opening is really, really cutscene heavy.
Oh, yeah.
The music is fantastic, but it's gets slog to get through some of the early game stuff.
I would assume, yeah.
But it has been a lot of fun. Been doing pretty good 2 to 3 hour streams. So check it out on Twitch. Chat, lurk, either is fine. But yeah, it's a lot of good Pokemon. I'll usually explain what I'm doing. You can see I get started doing calculations. I know the Pokemon damage formula, so that's really cool. And I'll expand on my thoughts on stuff like some of the shows and the animes, and what I like about this gen or this gimmick. And as we start getting stuff for Scarlet and Violet, I'm sure I'll go over to that and my thoughts. But yeah, so check that out, because I stream a lot at night, and it's a lot of fun, and it's really fun. I think I've got some good strategies together, and that game is hella hard.
Oh yeah, dude.
But I'll go to my entire thing is just plugging in and talking about my Twitch stream, because it's so much fun.
Dude, yeah, hey, being that passionate about anything is fucking of value, dude. You fucking killing it, man.
I am fucking on Pokemon right now.
Hopefully we get some more stuff about the fucking new series soon. But speaking of series, what the hell are we doing next?
So I'm pulling a page out of your playbook, and I'm choosing a movie to get us into a franchise. I actually watched it last night, and we discussed it a little bit. We're gonna do Freddy versus Jason.
Oh shit!
Because we have punished each other enough. We need to find something here that we can have the same joy that we once had.
Oh my
we have
God,
done too
dude.
many tough movies to get through.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, dude, like, I don't want to step on your thing because that's a fucking amazingly fucking excellent fucking 10 out of 10 choice. But spoilers, my next choice was going to be Halloween Kills. Was going to be my next choice. Now I know it's tough and it's another third slasher movie, but and also it's rude of me to even step on your fucking choice for this week. Well, I'll give you another choice the following week. Do you want to do another double feature?
Double features can be tough.
They can be.
They can be tough.
But these are pretty, like... I don't know.
Let's... I don't know. They're putting me on the spot now.
I know. Well, you'll find out next time, I guess, listeners, when you see the episode title in a fucking half a year or whatever the fuck I put the next episode up.
See, I'm thinking about this. Do we want? Because I feel like having Chris and or Ben on would be helpful. Because we actually watched it with them for the first time.
Oh yeah, Freddy vs. Jason is fucking excellent.
It is a
And I'll do. I 100%. I'm like, oh, I fucking love that movie. I want to go home and watch it right now because
I watched it last night.
I love that fucking movie.
Last night, I'm like, I don't want to stream. I had to wake up early, but I want to watch a fun movie before I have to watch this apocalypse movie again. Because we watched it after the last episode, but we couldn't record right away, so it was a lot of time. But I remembered how much I hated it. So I knew, I'm like, I need to watch something fun. So I watched Freddy vs. Jason.
It's probably one of the funnest fucking slash movies ever because it's literally an action movie practically.
It is.
Or no, it's what people call it. They call it a fucking wrestling. Oh, we're already going into it. It's a fucking wrestling movie. And it's fucking dope as shit.
It is, but it's terrible, but in the best of ways.
Yeah, we're both enthused about this fucking movie because we're like that's probably the hypest we've ever been on a movie, both of us.
Yeah,
I fucking love that movie.
So
to death.
I'm thinking, what I'm thinking here is that let's not make it a double feature.
Okay.
But we will make it a guest episode. One
That's
or
good.
two. We'll either have Action Tune Bros host Ben and or friend of podcast, which is his official title now.
Yeah.
Friend of podcast Chris Bow, because I feel like this is a movie that we'll all geek out about.
It's so much fucking.
I
fun.
guess spoiler alert. We all
love this movie.
we all geek about it, but it's a fun film, so we're not punishing you.
Definitely check it the fuck out. That movie's great.
And if you get a chance while you're waiting for this episode to come, the next one to come out, watch all the Nightmare on Elm Streets and watch all the Friday the 13th. I've only seen the Nightmare on Elm Street half. Spoiler alert. So
I probably am gonna watch. Is the Freddy remake on HBO Max?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna watch fucking Freddy vs. Jason because I goddamn love it, and then I'm probably gonna watch the Friday the 13th remake and then the fucking Freddy remake because those are all goddamn fantastic movies. What a fucking fun series! Okay, that's awesome, dude. I can't wait to watch them.
Yeah. Despite you punishing me several times here.
Yeah. I'll save Halloween Kills for a far future because I have other awful plans that I know Ed's gonna hate.
I was gonna say, what we could do is that we could try to plan to record it on Halloween.
Yeah, we can aim for. I'm pretty sure that's the third movie in that fucking new timeline for that goddamn series is going to be out by then. We'll figure it out. All right, dude. Hell yeah, this episode's actually longer than when I recorded yesterday. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, take that, Ben.
Let's try to bullshit for another fucking minute, I guess, because we're already at fucking 2:59. What the fuck else? I could sing the Dunkachino song again, or
that movie's coming down the line.
Oh god, no! I don't know why I reminded you of it.
There are some movies that are punishments for both of us coming down the line.
Well, let's see. MCU. What's your favorite MCU movie? I don't fucking know. I'm trying to waste time. We're never going to cover an. Actually, no. Well, no. We're probably never going to cover an MCU movie because those are all fantastic.
Morbius.
Morbius is not an MCU movie.
It's not?
It's fucking... But, dude, that movie, when he fucking says it's Morbin time, then he morbs all over those fucking dudes.
Wait,
I was in goddamn tears,
Wait,
man.
what?
That movie...
What?
That's a fucking perfect movie, man. He's just like, it's fucking morb. I'm about to morb. Everybody get back. And then, he morbs all over everybody. The number one movie on Apple iTunes right now, and there's it's fucking Morbius.
What the fuck? Doesn't it have like a terrible critic score, but a good fan
It's
score?
an awful piece of shit.
I don't know.
Stand back, I'm beginning to morb.
What the fuck? Oh boy.
Okay, we hit 3 hours.
All right. Oh boy. I guess I'll end with this. The reason I hate this movie is because it doesn't earn anything that it does, and it's so nothing. It doesn't do anything.
It was
It's
treading
a time
water.
waste.
Yeah, it was treading water for a series that could have been going in any direction at this point. It was the most nothing advanced or changed in the scope of X-Men movies between the insaneness of Days of Future Past and where Dark Phoenix fucking ends it, I guess. But it was treading water, boring bullshit.
I really hope.
But I still high up on my list of movies we've watched because we've watched far worse, I think.
I mean, we have watched far worse. I'll give you that. I really hope that Marvel does something good with the X-Men, and I hope we get some interesting new stuff. I am even if we get Scott and Gina them, as long as we don't get the same Dark Phoenix, line and the whole Wolverine and Weapon X garbage.
Yeah.
Like, if we're gonna get them again, give us something new.
There are so many villains that aren't fucking Charles and Magneto going, no, we gotta help humans. No, we gotta leave humans. There's tons and tons of better concepts and tons of better stories than those.
I said, I don't care about the characters even. Just give me better storylines and stop regurgitating the same garbage that they keep fucking doing.
Pick up House of X, Powers of X, any of the current runs. Pick up that Jonathan Hickman
Exiles is fantastic.
Exiles is amazing. New Mutants 2004 to 2008, fucking amazing run as well. Just anything, but fucking pick up those comics and read them. All right, man. Ready?
Oof, ma goof. Kavira's Gambit.
I know I was about to fucking say it.